What up, Totes heads? It's your boy, Dan.
No. Yes, lean into
Coming
it.
at you.
Lean into it.
Did you know that you could be more than a Totes head?
I don't know what that means.
Wow.
You could be a patron.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
patron on patreon.com/totesrecall.com.
No, too many.
No.
Get sweet ass bonus content. And also, hey, support art.
Yeah, hey.
Maybe you listen to this and it's free and you're like, that's great. But also, look at all these coffees I'm drinking. Throw one of your two
I
coffees
see where you're
away.
going with this. Yeah.
Wait, you're like double fisting coffee?
Yes.
If you are, definitely put one of those down.
This
and
is
at least
only
wait.
for the double fister coffee. Your
Bad for
people
your
out there.
health.
Yeah.
Throw one of your coffees away.
Well, don't throw it away. Like, give it to somebody.
Okay, give it to someone.
So
Yeah.
they can start being addicted to coffee.
I mean, they're gonna get caffeine in this.
Okay,
I feel like
do throw it away.
No.
No.
Do something with that coffee. Let go of it. Then take out your phone and subscribe to us as a patron for as little as $1 a month. That's like way less than a coffee.
At this point, yeah.
So actually do like
Let's go to like an
$3.
old diner, like an
Do
old.
like 3 or
If
4.
you're going to like an old greasy spoon, maybe you can get like a little cup of coffee
Okay,
for,
before you throw away that coffee, look at it and go, how much was this? Now throw it away.
or
Or
whatever.
give it, donate it,
Donate your
and
coffee.
now take your phone out.
Yeah.
Pledge a coffee amount.
Yes.
Now you get good bonus content and support art.
Yeah.
The content that you could be seeing right now
Yes.
is Molly
Oh, no.
giving her review of an actual Tin Man she saw.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Patreon.com/toastrecall.com/.com.
Totes Recall.
Welcome, Totes Recall fans,
Yeah.
to Totes Recall, the podcast where we talk about a movie we don't remember very well. Watch that movie. Eat 2 pizzas. One
Yeah.
large pizza,
Oh my
one
gosh.
medium pizza. We just went through a whole thing
Like
about trying to figure out what pizza we normally
layers
get.
upon layers.
Yeah.
Look at our Insta story that you can't see anymore.
We
From
hope you saw it.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Follow
hey,
us on Instagram
hey,
so you can
yeah.
get this.
check us
hot
out on
goss.
Instagram
Yeah.
if you didn't see it.
And you'll see about that.
Mm-hmm.
2 salads also in the mix. Then we will talk about the movie again. My name is Dan.
This is Molly.
I'm also Dan.
And I'm Beth.
And our movie this episode is Labyrinth. The Labyrinth? Labyrinth.
No idea.
Jaquette's bet, The Labyrinth. No
I'm gonna
articles.
go the other
Really?
way. No. Yes. Wait. You're saying Labyrinth or the Labyrinth?
I'm saying Labyrinth.
And this
Oh,
is
I agree with
different
you then.
than the
Double
really
Dan.
sad one, right?
Ooh, what?
Wait, what?
There's
Pan's
the
Labyrinth?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct. This
that's
one.
different than that.
This one does not take place during the Spanish Civil War.
All right. If you say so.
I guess I don't know for
remember
sure.
If I ever claimed to have seen this movie, but I'm pretty sure I have not.
You did claim to have seen
Did
this.
I? Oh dear.
Maybe you thought it was Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
probably.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already solved that mystery.
No, it is
So.
not.
Maybe you saw like still photos of it in a book.
Well, if you maybe have never seen this movie then, Molly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to do a rundown of what you
What
think?
I think it is?
Yeah, you
It
do.
is?
Is there a magical creature in it?
Is there?
Yes.
And
Yes.
David
I mean,
Bowie
yeah.
is in it.
Yeah,
I heard that.
okay.
He's a magical
You know
creature.
which
Sure.
one this is.
No, I just know that he was in a movie called Labyrinth.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that's good.
And
Good intel.
at this point, my brain goes to Never Ending Story.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Different
And that's
movie.
the creature I'm picturing.
What?
Are you
What's
trying
that dragon's
Are you having
name?
a stroke?
Oh, the luck dragon?
Yeah. Feo Fio
People are
Falcor.
so mad at
Falcor.
Falcor.
Shut up, nerds.
Yeah. Hey, I had the first letter, right?
you. Wow.
F.
I can't
You.
even imagine how
Oh.
mad people are.
Who even remembers that movie? We should probably watch that.
Probably should.
Anyway, what else?
There's an adventure.
Okay.
Okay.
There's peril. I really don't know.
What
Is
do
there a
you
little kid in it?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about it's probably a boy because of
How
patriarchy.
little are we talking?
Mm.
I'm gonna guess 8 to 10.
Do you think the little
Okay.
kid is the protagonist?
Mm.
Yes.
Is that what you're going with?
Okay.
Mhm. And he goes into his attic
Mhm.
and finds a magical creature. No,
I mean, you're doing Never Ending
Yeah.
Story, right?
am I?
Yeah, you are.
I haven't seen that either. Okay, so
What?
I haven't seen that.
How
one
are you
either.
doing this then?
I don't know. But yeah, he stumbles into a magical world that needs him to rescue it
Okay.
in some way with skills that only he has.
Do you think there's a labyrinth?
Oh, like a literal labyrinth
Yeah.
he has to...
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a puzzle.
Ooh.
Oh.
And at some point, I don't know, is David Bowie a good guy or a bad guy?
What do you think?
Oh, because I want to say good guy, but I think for the purposes of how movies work, I'm going to say bad guy.
Okay.
Are there puppets? Maybe there are puppets.
I love it.
And a waterfall.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I would put in this movie.
Would you bet that the waterfall hurts or harms our protagonist?
Oh, I think it helps the
Hurts.
protagonist.
Okay.
Or harm.
Oh, shit.
Pick one.
You know what I meant. Shut up, nerds. And by nerds, I mean Beth.
Hey,
I think
tired.
I'm just trying to hurt or harm you
Oh,
right now.
no.
I think it's a backdrop for a touching moment where we get to learn more about a friend that our protagonist finds and
Ooh.
or a place that our protagonist hides or discovers.
Do you think a T-Rex comes through the waterfall and tries to fight him?
Oh,
Because that's Lost World. Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's JP 2 or 3.
yeah.
We talk about it on our Jurassic Park episode.
Do we?
If you want to go back and listen to that to find out whether
Yeah.
there's a T-Rex in that one or not.
We also, I believe, have talked about Labyrinth on the podcast before.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
In terms of Beth's fear.
My fear?
sharks?
Yeah. Didn't you not want to watch this movie at first?
Oh, yeah.
For a reason?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did, but I don't want to interrupt Molly's
Oh.
because if I say what my thing is, it will.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was
It'll
done.
confirm or...
I mean,
Deny.
I'm pretty much done. I mean, and then
Okay.
there's a resolution.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Are there siblings? I don't think there are. Are there? Yes. There is. Maybe I'm going to guess a brother sister.
Okay. So you're
Oh.
revising a little bit?
I'm adding.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they fight at the beginning, but then they get closer together by the end.
Oh, okay. Like they bond over the trauma they've suffered.
Well, yeah, to be
Oof.
honest. Yeah. And
I'm
I'm
not even
going
writing
to
these
assume
down
the
anymore.
parents are not in the
Generic
picture.
movie guesses.
What?
I mean,
But I'm
that's a pretty good guess.
I'm
Yeah.
doing okay.
Wait, are you
right?
saying the parents never or show up at all in the movie?
No, I'm just saying
So I
that
feel
they
like that
get
is
out
Just
of the
their
way
bottom
really fast.
halves.
Oh, like Muppet Babies?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
That's Peanuts.
Yeah, I know. I know how peanuts work.
Ooh, now I'm wondering if the parents actually show up at all.
I don't remember
don't
the parents
know.
at all in this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
It's
think
probably like a mom.
my thought is that there are parents there because
Like at the beginning?
I think they're like. Can I go into my?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do they shrink the children down into
Yes.
Oh,
most of them
One of them is a scientist.
Yeah.
They're
Then they go to
trying
Fraggle
be a
Rock.
scientist.
Yes.
Yes. So my dad rented this movie for me when I was a kid, and we started to watch it. It was right after my brother was born, and I got very upset because David Bowie steals the protagonist, a girl, her
Jennifer
little
Connelly.
brother.
Ooh.
And she is. I think what happens is that the baby's crying all the time. And then she's like, I wish that I didn't have to help take care of the baby. So that's what makes me think that the parents are like, help with your brother or something like that. And then David Bowie comes and takes the baby.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because he like hears her through the power of evil magic or something.
I
It's like,
think
sure, I'll
so.
take this baby.
Yeah. And then it was like, is he going to turn the baby into something? Like if she doesn't get there within a certain amount of time. So she has to go through the
Maybe,
labyrinth.
but I also wonder if that's Ghostbusters too.
I mean, that is Ghostbusters too.
Okay.
He's going to become Vigo?
Yeah, like the baby,
Oh.
Vigo's gonna take over the baby, but I don't think David Bowie's gonna take over the baby because David Bowie's doing fine in this movie. He's got like his own little castle and like
But
magic
isn't
powers.
He's the Goblin King.
He's Goblin King, yeah.
Is he going to make the Goblin Prince?
Oh, maybe.
What always
Doesn't
bothered
he need
me,
a son?
that him being the Goblin King,
Yeah.
is he doesn't look like a goblin at all.
No.
And like all the other goblins look like goblins, right?
Yeah, but
Well,
he's the
that's what
king,
king.
of
Yeah,
goblins.
like that's why they made him as their king.
So he's
Like,
not a
you
king
could be
who is a
king.
goblin. He's king of the goblins.
It's hard to say. Like, it's possible that he was born and they were so taken by his like completely different appearance that they assumed he was some sort of like mystical figure, like of
Maybe.
legend,
Maybe one goblin fell in love with a giant and produced
humanish,
a humanish
And the
thing.
Yeah.
Codpiece.
Yeah,
Gretz Betty's got
Yes.
a huge
Oh, it's
codpiece.
definitely in this movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we stopped watching that movie like right when the baby gets taken.
Uh-huh.
And then like for 17 years I didn't watch the movie, and then I rented it and watched it.
Yeah. And
So I
were you
saw it.
still afraid that your brother was
Ooh,
going to
great
be
question.
taken?
Yes.
Where's your brother now?
I don't know.
Is he doing a lot of contact juggling somewhere?
Contact juggling?
I believe that is
Is that what
What?
that's called?
Sorry, what?
David Bowie
Yeah.
does a lot of. I believe it's called contact.
I think that's
juggling.
true. Yeah, where he's just like
Uh,
rotating.
It's like a
I was like,
rubber
stress
ball,
balls?
and he like moves over his hand. It's not. He's not
Oh.
doing it. Man named Mike.
I thought they were like
Motion is,
glass
I think.
spheres.
I think they're like a poly.
Okay, because they are
Something.
transparent. It looks
Yeah.
super badass. I
Yeah.
mean, badass for like a weird magical
Yeah.
Muppet King or whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh, are
This
the
is a
Muppets-
Jim Henson movie, correct?
I mean, they at least did the
Or
puppets.
I mean, there's
yeah.
definitely Muppets.
Yeah.
Are there really?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
accurate.
I mean, not
Yeah.
like Gonzo and Kermit, but like
You know,
Jim Henson Creature Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Dark Crystal Stitch.
Mhm.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's
For
a
a second, I was
tiny
picturing
little
Dark
one.
Crystal.
Yeah.
That looks like a caterpillar
Ooh.
or something.
Oh yeah, right at the
What?
beginning. Okay, that always. Back when I watched it, she enters the labyrinth. I
Mhm.
don't remember how she gets there.
Doesn't matter.
Magic.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't know, 10.
Okay.
I haven't watched this movie in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
But she's like going down the labyrinth, and she sees a little caterpillar, and is like, "Hey, I'm just in a straight hallway. Isn't there more of a labyrinthy labyrinth to it?" And it's like, "Well, there's a secret passage this way." And then she like ducks through a secret passage, and then the caterpillar's like, "Oh, but if you just kept going, you would have got there." And it's like Jennifer Connelly.
Hubris.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
A young.
A young Jay Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a teenager probably,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
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 Does she want to go out with her friends, but instead she needs to
Ooh,
babysit?
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely is mad at that baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was just crying all the time, though.
Yeah, but there must be more to it than that. Because, like, why wouldn't one of the parents just go deal with it?
Is the baby wearing a red pajamas? That's my guess.
I'll write it down.
Like one of those zip up footy pajamas.
Oh, like a union suit?
No, not like a union suit. There's no like flap in the back.
I wish.
Oh, like a zip up onesie?
Yeah.
Like a little fleece thing?
Not a onesie though, like because I think the baby has legs.
What?
Oh,
You know what I'm
wait.
saying? Like a
Yeah.
onesie.
It's a
I guess a
one
onesie
piece.
has that. Never mind.
Yeah, they have those blanket things.
Well, I was thinking like a onesie would have like like a little sleeper thing where the feet are swaddled almost. But like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. That is not a onesie.
Well,
It's a.
but a onesie would snap in the front and has legs, right? I guess
Yeah.
a onesie is also
Onesie
A
does
a
onesie, I think,
onesie.
is just like
It's a-
anything that's
okay, yes, you're right. It's a
one
zip up
piece
onesie.
of-
I'm thinking of like one that like is like a summer onesie.
Like a romper?
It's got like a t-shirt and then little snaps go.
Yeah, that's a onesie. And there's no legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no legs.
You're saying the legs are exposed.
Wait.
But I'm saying there are legs on this.
Yes.
It's like a zip up
It's just like a one-piece pajama.
fleece piece pajama.
Yeah.
Footy pajamas.
Footy pajamas.
Yeah.
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 That's
Got
what
it.
I said.
All right.
All
Fair
right.
enough. Check the tapes.
Well, Molly just gave you a very small
I mean,
one.
everyone knows if they push back like 30 seconds, I did say footy pajamas.
Yes, certainly.
I might have said footsie pajamas. Nope. That's not what it was.
I just wrote red jams, and I'm
Yeah.
not changing it.
Okay.
We'll know it.
Great. Will we?
No.
We'll find out later.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, baby gets stolen.
Yep.
Then Jennifer Connelly's got to go to a labyrinth. Does she know that there's magic? Does she like know? I feel like she kind of knows what she's doing, but like maybe doesn't
She
believe it's
might
gonna work.
This may be why you're thinking of Never Ending Story, Molly, even though you've never seen this movie and maybe never seen Never Ending Story. I think at the beginning she's reading some fantasy novel, right?
Oh.
Or something.
About David Bowie?
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh, those books.
What?
Books, right?
Oh,
Get you
yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
I forget our stance on books.
Did we have a stance on books?
Yeah, we got real into yelling at teens about reading books last episode.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. I guess read books, but like don't let them.
But don't cast spells from them, I guess.
Yeah, or like don't like. I mean, like still process the real world to some
Yeah.
degree.
You
Yeah.
never know when the magic in a book is real magic.
Yeah.
So
Right.
be careful
Yeah.
what you
Just-
wish for.
Yeah.
There you go. Be mindful of the power within books.
Yeah, I can't remember. I feel like this is one of those movies where like she just sort of like magic stumbles into it. You know what I mean? Like kind of like how Dorothy just like opens the door of her house and suddenly she's like in Munchkin Land. Except
Sure.
in this case, like there's no preamble of like, oh, a tornado took her there. Like it's literally just like everything's crazy now because the Goblin King did something. So she literally just sort of like wanders into this. I don't think there's like a deliberate choice of like, I'm going to go there. It's like, I need to go follow that thing that just took my brother. And sort of just like she stumbles into this world that she's not expecting or something.
So is this a drama? Is it
It's
a
like
A
comedy?
kids movie, but
It's like,
yeah.
dark kids.
It's an
Yeah.
adventure.
It's like a fantasy adventure that's like children-ish appropriate.
Is it going to be more scary than the Goonies or less?
Less scary than
Probably less
Goonies.
scary. Because like,
But scary enough that I couldn't watch it when I was like,
I don't know. I
3
might
or
say
4.
more scared. Well,
I don't know
they
what
try
you
to
were
blend
scared
that
of.
kid's fingers. The Goonies. That's the Goonies.
oh, I was like, what?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean, in this one, it's more just like,
But like, are you afraid of Muppets?
yeah, like
there's also like
grotesque
There's a big
Muppets.
Muppet, right?
there's a big Muppet that's her friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
has a Muppet traveling companion.
She has several Muppet traffic companions. She builds like a party.
But there is one part where she falls down a hole and there's just a bunch of hands
Oh,
sticking
yeah,
out of the
those
wall.
things are crazy.
Ew.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
and
but
they
cool.
all like thumbs up or down and
Yeah,
like
and they like talk. They make faces out of like 8 hands. It's really neat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But maybe you'll find it visually disturbing. I don't know.
yeah. That's
It's like
after
Alice
she,
in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Is there like a okay? Is that Alice in Wonderland where the doorknobs talk to each other, or is that this movie?
That's Alice in Wonderland. But then there's also, I think, a
there's
door
talking
knocker that
doors,
talks.
and I think this has like one of my first exposures to riddles that I
Ooh.
like felt clever about for learning how they worked. Because I think it's that classic one. There's 2 doors, and one always tells the truth, and one always tells the lie. And
Yeah.
it's like, what question can you ask to like figure out which door to go through? But then she must get it wrong if she falls down the hand hole.
Right. Ooh, Dan's bet. The doors are like Muppet door knockers.
Yeah.
And like they have them, the door knocker is in their mouth, and they like take it out so they can talk to her, and then she like shoves it back into one of their mouths for being a jerk.
Ah.
Terrifying.
Wow.
So he shuts up, or she. I don't know. They're doors.
Yeah, I mean, is this going to pass the Bechdel Wallace?
No,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna say
Really?
no.
Kind
The
of.
protagonist is a lady.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
if mom shows up at the beginning, I'm gonna say then maybe. But otherwise, I feel like all of her Muppet companions are either men or don't speak English.
Oh.
So
I feel like there'll be. I'm going to say yes. I think there's going to be a lady Muppet in there at some point. It's going to get a name.
Okay.
I mean, there's the garbage lady, but don't they just
Uh-huh.
talk about David Bowie?
I have no idea.
Doesn't every Muppet she talks to, they just talk about David Bowie and like whether she's going towards him or not?
Wow.
I don't know. It could go either way.
I'm feeling bold.
Okay.
Feel bold, Big Man Beggins.
I'm gonna say yes. Also.
All right.
I'll go no.
Thank you,
just
Molly.
to even the score.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Of course, you're being supported by someone who really has not seen this. So I don't know.
That's fine.
But yeah, she just like wanders around for a while and then finds David Bowie.
This sounds depressing.
Well, he like mocks her a lot.
Yeah, he's
Like I
a
feel like he
real-
like pops up in her dreams and just like, oh, if you just accept the goblin magic, it'll be fine, and let's just hang out and be friends.
Is there anything creepy about him?
Yes.
Like, I mean, yes, generally. But does he also have like some agenda where she's gonna be his goblin bride?
I think he definitely. I don't know if it's ever explicitly stated, but like, there's definitely some like, you're a teenage girl and I'm like a very sexual, mystical witch man. You know what I mean? So there's definitely like some subtext, like when they're like interacting with each other, where he's sort of like, "What if you just? Isn't it cool to just hang out here and not go back to your dumb suburban life?"
But in a sexy way?
I mean, it's sexy just because like I think it's presented that way, where he's like, "Oh, look at us, we're dressed up in like nice formal wear, and we're going to dance in this dream dance or
Also, this
whatever."
codpiece.
Yeah. Like I don't think
Very
I don't know.
shiny.
I don't remember what his agenda is with either of the humans. You know what I mean? So like I
Yeah.
don't know if it's ever explicitly stated like you should just hang out here and be my goblin bride, or if it's just like I'm just gonna use my magical sexiness to distract you so I can keep your brother.
I bet he wants to keep her brother, and
Mm-hmm.
then when she gets there, she tries to offer her own
Mm.
life
What
for
does he
his.
Oh,
want the
swapsies.
baby
Yeah.
for? Is it like for
Unclear.
soup? Like
I-
what?
Oh, what if it's for soup?
I don't know for sure. My guess is that he wants to turn the baby into a goblin prince
There's a
or
song-
a goblin. I don't know.
Slap that baby, make him pee.
What?
What?
That's the line of the song.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah, the songs are a
Make
delight
him
in this
pee?
movie.
Yeah. Why are you making him pee?
Because you
Also,
slap him.
That's
Slap
not
that
how
baby.
baby.
Make him pee. It's
But
like an
why do they
aside.
want to make him pee?
They're just because they're goblins.
Oh, they're just being mischievous.
Oh,
Yeah.
mean.
But yeah, there's
Is that
there's
dance
Wait,
magic
when you
dance
slap
magic.
a baby, it pees?
I mean,
like 100%
Yeah.
of the time.
Maybe that was improvised.
you slap anybody hard enough, they'll pee.
That's true. I guess you could slap a lot of
God.
any age people.
This is very
and they'd
sad.
pee.
This is more of a drama than we thought
Yeah.
it was.
But yeah, that dance magic dance song, like, they're definitely talking about magic that has to do with the kid, right?
Oh yeah, is he a blood sacrifice?
Maybe soup.
Soup. I feel like blood sacrifice is the best bet.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
baby
my
blood.
opinion. Baby blood.
Ooh.
Or he like
That's
yeah,
the
or like he
best
uses his, or maybe it's like a Dracula thing where he has to like steal his youth to become
Oh.
more of a sexy
Is
magic
that how
goblin
he
witch.
became? He used to be a goblin, and then he
Ooh,
drank
yeah.
baby blood.
Drank a bunch of
and
baby
turned into
soup.
David Bowie,
Maybe.
codpiece Magic
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, maybe. I'd buy that.
That means that there are many other Labyrinth movies that didn't turn out
Yeah,
as well.
I know. I mean, there's some unfortunate implications.
Ooh.
So she gets there. She maybe offers herself up.
Yeah.
They sing a song probably,
Yes.
and she outsmarts him. How does she win? She gets her
don't know.
brother
Oh,
back.
maybe she wins a riddle.
I bet
Ooh,
it's
maybe.
with love.
Oh.
I bet
Like
she's
the
like,
love of her brother.
yeah, like I do
Mm.
love you very much, and then the
Ah.
magic of love
Probably.
Sure, probably.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
melts the Goblin King.
Is he pissed about it, or is he like?
Because he got slapped.
But yeah, he always. My memory is he's like not a full-on villain. Like he's definitely stole a baby.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like,
I don't think you have to apologize for him.
no, I'm just giving my memory of his
Like
character.
how he's presented. Yeah.
Of like he's also teaching her a lesson.
Right.
Oh,
I feel like if I'm wrong about that, what does that say about me? Oh boy. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
he doesn't. My memory is he's not like capital V villain, but also maybe he is.
Well, I
'cause
think
he's
it's
a
all
man.
like a
System.
it's all of he's putting on an airs though. He's like that's his whole. He's one of those villains where he's just like I'm just gonna be like kind of charming and mischievous around you, but like clearly I'm a bad dude. Like
Okay.
when you actually break it down,
Yeah, I'm curious to see how
because he
much
stole a baby.
he stole a baby and he's thrusting his codpiece in everybody's
And
face.
also like
Ooh.
he's just like I think it's like the Wicked Witch and Wizard of Oz. Like he just like has a bunch of control over this land, and a bunch of people are just unwilling Muppet subjects.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they definitely storm a castle. Like there's a
Really?
castle to be stormed. Oh yeah,
His
Muppets?
castle?
yeah.
Now I'm thinking of Willow. She doesn't get turned into a pig, does she?
No.
Okay. We should
But
watch that movie.
there is a whole
movie's dark.
sequence where like they get to his like fortified castle, and like her Muppet friends have to help stop the Goblin army so she can get through to her brother. There's a whole thing. There's a little
Is
fox
she,
that
like-
rides a dog.
What?
What?
Yeah, man.
Write that down. I want to see that.
Fox and
Fox
dog sounds
rides a
great.
A
dog.
Muppet fox who's dressed like Napoleon who rides a dog. It's great.
Shut your face.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I-
Is she gathering like the peons,
Yeah, I think on
Yeah.
Is
accident
this
though.
like Game
Fo-
of Thrones?
fomenting an uprising?
It's sort of like Wizard of Oz where she sort of just accidentally builds a party on their way there.
Yeah.
Because there's like grumpy Muppet guy. And
that's
then
the
there's
big Muppet.
there's
He's
the
big.
there's the big guy who doesn't talk.
Grimace.
Oh,
He is sort of like the Grimace. Except instead of
she has the fry guy.
yes, Fry Guys,
Dirty.
Hamburglar.
Dairy cheese.
I mean, the first guy is kind of like the grotesque Labyrinth version of the Hamburglar. Like he's just like a humanoid, kind of a jerk, thiefy scamp.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think that McDonald's saw Labyrinth and they're like, we got to get our
We got to
hands
get a
on this.
McDonald's
Gotta get a
version of
Hamburglar.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's grumpy guy who I think takes a whiz, which I guess is like
So much
Nice.
Does he get
peeing.
slapped first?
I know. I think he's just like, oh, I'm crude. I'm gonna pee in front of you.
Jaquette's
Wow.
bed. That makes me laugh.
And then there's Ludo, the giant
Oh, yeah.
grimace who can
Ludo.
sing to stones.
Oh,
Whoa,
that's right.
you
they
remember
like
this movie.
they roll.
I'm pretty sure we watched this a ton when I was a kid.
Don't they like
Ludo.
roll around and follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ludo Chris.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we watched this a bunch when I was a kid. We liked all the like dark Jim Henson movies when we were kids.
Yeah.
How many Dark Jim? That's like this in the Dark Crystal?
Yeah, and then isn't there another one? Maybe
thought
there's not another
Fraggle
one.
Rock
Maybe I'm
isn't
just
that
thinking of
dark.
these two. I don't know. But we watched at least this one a lot.
Wow. I have no cultural. This is not any kind of touchdown for
Well,
me at
get
all.
ready.
What year do you think this was?
Ooh.
1989.
87.
I think 86.
Okay.
Hmm?
Beth?
Beth is looking
Beth, you have an
depths
actual.
to the
you have a-
sky.
You have a birth of a brother.
Oh,
right.
Well, he
yeah.
was born in 92.
Oh.
So that's,
Ooh.
I think it was out before then.
Oh, 'cause it's VHS.
Yeah.
88.
Yeah.
I'll just
Complete the
pick.
sequence.
Yeah.
Good job.
I was like,
Patterns.
can't leave that space in there.
Patterns.
That's disgusting.
Now I'm mad I wrote them in the wrong order.
Oh, there's a garbage lady.
Yeah.
You said
you
that
mentioned
earlier.
that.
Did I already say that?
Yeah.
we're
Okay,
talking about
tell us
tactile
more about
walls.
this garbage.
She's
lady.
like she like has like she lives in garbage, but she also is like covered in garbage.
Oh,
Like she's huge because she carries so much garbage with her all the time.
Is she mean?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
oh, she's not one of the
Would you say
adventures.
she's a
She's not a
grouch?
Fellowship of the Labyrinth.
No, she's like an obstacle,
Okay.
I think. What?
Molly, will you please say what you said
I
again?
said, is she a grouch?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is a grouch.
I get it.
Oscar
Thank
that.
you.
I think she lives in like a landfill instead of a garbage can.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
So she's like Oscar's like mean grandma or something.
She's like the terrifying, taken to the logical. What do you
Extreme?
call it?
Yes.
Damn it. Yeah.
Yes.
Or end, yeah.
This is
Totally.
like the first Taken movie.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Ooh, Wow.
I guess so.
Jennifer Connelly has a specific set of
Do you think-
skills.
Yeah.
Do you think the baby is Liam Neeson as a child?
Oh, and so like
I
he
do
was
now.
raised to believe like you need these skills to not be taken or you will be taken again.
The Goblin King is always watching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he, through like some geopolitical nightmare, just like interpreted the Goblin King as like Eastern European terrorists.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's maybe where goblins come from. I am
Oh,
way
like
out
the-
of my depth with this.
whoa.
Like the concept
So
of
like,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
mythology
true.
of goblins feels Eastern European
Sure.
mythology. Oof.
I feel
Wow.
like it's like a Scandinavian thing,
Ooh.
isn't it?
Oh, it's like trolls. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You
Yeah.
think of trolls?
I don't know.
Well-
Tweet at us,
Uh,
fable heads.
yeah, I love it.
Hashtag where them gob from.
Yep. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Yep. How many songs do we think are in this movie?
Oh,
Or
okay.
songs?
Yeah, Dance Magic Dance.
Yep.
I can't name any.
I don't know the titles. Yeah, I just remember like certain sequences that were like clearly must be musical numbers because I just remember them kind of standing there and
There's got to be one that's like, look at me, I'm David Bowie, and I'm
Yeah.
a hot goblin king.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's one near the end like where instead of them having like an epic battle, it's sort of like a spooky song / optical illusion. That's his whole thing. He's like one of those trickster creatures who does
that's
like
why he does
optical
contact
illusions. Yeah, that's
juggling.
why he does the crazy orbs. Because there's definitely a thing at the end where like she's in the castle and he's singing like a sort of like a spooky version of "Look at Me, I'm sexy David Bowie," but also like subtext, "I'm totally gonna win and like kill your brother" or whatever. And where they're running around like MC Escher staircases.
Oh.
So like David Bowie's singing while also doing like creepy things where he'll like step off a ledge and then just come up behind her upside down or something. It's
Ooh.
weird, but he's definitely singing while he does it.
Wow.
Are there more songs?
I don't know. I just remember slap that baby, make him pee.
Wow.
I feel like only David Bowie sings, so it's like anytime that he's not on screen, there's not going to be a song. I don't think.
I'm going to guess 7 songs.
Wow.
Is
we
that too
struggled to name 2. And you go 7. Great. No, I like it. That's
Yeah,
bold.
that is bold.
All right.
Feel bold, big man Bowie Baggins.
Oh.
I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Less bold. There's one more that we couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
that. I'll double down on that.
Sure.
Also, we didn't really remember the second one either.
Just that there's a song about David Bowie.
But
being
look
David
at me,
Bowie.
I'm David Bowie.
There's probably a song like that.
Yeah. And maybe there's 2 versions of it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's all I got.
Do we think Jennifer Connelly is like a headstrong, independent woman, or do you think she's sort of like panicking? Is she like her own C-3PO, or is she like, no, I got to do this, and I'm gonna do it?
I think she plays it right down the middle
Okay.
in a good way. I think she is terrified to be doing what she's doing, but she is like, I got to save my brother,
Yeah.
and gets down to business.
Cool.
Okay, I have 3 bets that are kind of one bet.
Nice.
I think she's wearing white tennis shoes,
Okay, I love it.
acid wash jeans,
I love this.
and then like I think she's probably wearing like a button-up shirt that's tucked in.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Is that button-up shirt blue? 'Cause
Yes,
can
I think
picture
it's like
that.
a light. I think
a-
it's like all light blue
Yeah.
and then white shoes.
Yeah.
These are my bets.
I think she might have a vest on.
Oh,
You're just hope. That's
I'm
wishful
hoping
thinking.
for a vest. Bonus tack on bet vest.
Mm.
that would be great.
That would be great.
This, I mean,
If it's a vest, I hope it's paisley.
And I
I
hope
love
that
that.
she puts it on like to leave the house. Like she knows she's
Oh.
going on this journey to save her brother, so she puts on a vest.
Yeah.
great, great.
Well, so how is this gonna measure up? Yeah, like how many Bowie confrontation vests
Whoa,
Whoa.
Yeah.
that's good.
would you give this one?
Oh man, I don't know. I love this movie when I was a kid, but like also it was a bunch of Muppets and I was a kid, so I didn't really care what the actual movie was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just remember just a montage of weird looking Muppets and David Bowie doing Bowie stuff. But I'm gonna be slightly bold. I will say 4. What was it? Conflict vest?
Bowie confrontation
Bowie
vests.
confrontation. Yeah, I will say 4
Confirmation.
confrontation vests. In the hopes that it is. I assume I will not like it as much because, you know, I'm who I am now.
Yeah.
But I think it'll still be enjoyable, and maybe more so than just your run of the mill. Someone's got to go on an adventure. The movie.
Cool.
Well, I had like a thing where I watched it a few years ago, and I don't really remember anything from it, and I wasn't like, yeah, that movie. So 3. I'm gonna be coward vest.
Can you do 3 question
Coward
mark?
confrontation vest?
Yep.
Question mark?
Old 3 vest Beth.
I think I'm gonna like this movie a lot. I like a good Muppet fantasy 80s Muppet movie. I said Muppet twice. My one concern is that David Bowie will be a for real creep
Oh.
and I won't be able to look past that. So I'm also gonna say 4. And I think the creep's only gonna subtract 1 point and I'll love it otherwise. I
Wow.
guess.
Really? A
That
creep
feels-
is only worth 1 point?
We'll see. We'll
I mean,
see
it
how
depends
many
how the
creep
Muppets
points.
go.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to bet 2
Wow.
Bowie confrontation vests because this does not sound like a movie I would enjoy.
Yeah.
Although it also sounds like there's no animal harm, so that'll be helpful.
I'm pretty sure that dog does great.
Oh, man.
That Muppet
Now
rides.
I'm
There was a
nervous.
little pause.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because like they definitely go into battle with goblins, so like some harm may come to the dog.
Ooh.
Can the dog talk?
No,
Okay.
it's like a horse.
But the fox can.
Fox talks.
Fox talks.
Fox talks. Dog horse.
Fox like dog horse.
Yep. You know your classic adventure story.
But I feel similarly, I'm a little concerned about the Bowie. But who knows?
I mean, he's definitely like already just by what we remember this movie, he is without a doubt the creep supreme of this movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be a goblin who's creepier than Bowie.
Yeah.
Like, unless the peeing guy is just like that the whole movie, that's the only way that Bowie won't be the creep supreme of the movie.
Okay. I heard something different. I was very confused.
I heard it too.
Okay.
We thought you said peen guy instead of peen guy.
Peen?
Yeah. A colloquial term for
Oh, like you thought like it was like a Muppet that looked like a penis or something?
yeah.
It's like, wait a
I
second.
mean, there very well could be. It was
Buried
the
the
80s.
lead.
Yeah. Beth and I shared a moment of shock.
I see. Your monocles flew right out.
And with that, we're going to press pause by hitting the space bar. We're going to go watch Labyrinth, the movie, not Pan's Labyrinth, and we'll be right back. And we're back. We just watched 1 hour and 41 minutes of a fantasy puppet league with chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also starring chickens.
Yeah.
A
Lots
lot of chickens. A lot of black hens.
Yeah.
Do you think they just had like 4 or 5 and they would just throw them into every shot in the Goblin City?
Yes.
Sure. Like someone was just off to the side like, this scene needs chickens,
Yeah.
right?
Like
Check it out,
they'd already started rolling, and
Jim
Jim Henson's
Henson's
just
it.
like, all right,
well, it's
whatever.
fine.
Just leave the chickens in there. Like it's just a prank that we
Or
should
is
go
he into
back.
that? Who voices Gonzo? Because Gonzo's like into chickens, right?
Who does voice Gonzo?
Is that
Ooh,
Frank Oz?
I don't know. Muppet Heads, tweet at us.
Yeah.
Who that Gonzo?
Frank Oz is Piggy and Fozzie
Fozzie.
Bear. I don't know
Okay.
if he's Gonzo.
Then it's not.
Maybe Jim Henson was Gonzo.
So he's got the. I mean, they're both working on this movie.
Yes.
So either way, they like chickens.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like I got us off to a weird start with the chickens. It just was the first thing that I
I mean,
thought
they were
of.
very prominent in like a third of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time they
And
cut back to Goblin
None of
City.
us remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember the chickens
Literally
at all.
every scene in Goblin City, there was at least one chicken in the
And I
frame.
feel like at least one of them got injured.
I
Because
think those were like very lightweight foam rocks.
I don't
Startled.
know.
They certainly got startled. I don't know
Yeah.
if they got injured.
That's true. They were probably pretty scared.
Maybe. Or they're Hollywood chickens.
Like,
they're
what
well
the heck
trained.
are these things?
Yeah.
Maybe they were trained.
To interact with goblins?
Or maybe like Jim Henson was just like, hey, Terry, roll this rock in front of one of the chickens like 1,000 times so we can use it in the shot.
Desensitize
Yeah.
the chickens.
Oh, you guys, chickens do not learn. They don't. They
Okay,
really
well.
don't.
Well, maybe they found the naturally brave chickens.
Yeah. It's like the Siberian fox experiment. They bred only the bravest chickens and then used them for Hollywood chickens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
HollywoodBraveChickens.com.
You know who wasn't brave?
Who?
The dog in this movie.
Oh,
Merlin slash what was the
Ambrosius?
Ambrosius.
Ambrosius?
Yes.
Yes.
The fox dog's dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fox
the
dog-
Napoleon fox
Dog
dog.
horse.
Who does not look like Napoleon.
No, I had that totally wrong. It looked more like a, I don't know, like a
Who's that guy who would tilt at windmills?
Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of
But
dressed like Don.
English.
Yes.
He had an eye patch.
Yeah.
He was great.
He was great. Sir Didymus.
All right.
Is that supposed to like be a pun of some sort?
I have no idea.
I couldn't. It sounds like it's supposed to be like
Yeah.
some da-da-da. Like it's supposed to say something else, but
Might have just been like it was fun to say.
I don't know. Well, he wasn't very brave. In fact, if you're Beth K. Gibbs,
Oh, we're
You
just
might
jumping
say.
into this, huh? This is the only reason you want to even do the second half of the show.
Well, go for it. You can't just leave it out there.
he's a bow wow woward.
So for literally everyone not in this room right now, for context, the fox has a dog that he rides like a horse. You learn throughout the movie that the dog is not very courageous. And at one point, in a very, I thought, clever scene, the dog runs away and closes and locks a door
yeah.
Yeah.
in the Goblin City while they're being attacked by goblin soldiers. And Beth said that he was a bow wow wower.
Yep.
Yep. And
It's
Great.
as stupid as you think it is right now.
Yeah.
yes.
I knew that as I said it.
Yes.
And before I said it,
Yes.
really. I was like, does this need to be said? Yes.
And if you're thinking, oh, maybe I had to be there because I'm not laughing like Molly is right now.
Right.
No.
No. You got it.
It's this good.
You got
Yeah.
Molly didn't even laugh this hard the first time. She said.
Yeah. She did, to her credit, she didn't start laughing until she just said bow wow.
Oh yeah.
And then not at all related to the
She
word
said
wow.
she bow wow wondered what was going to
Yes.
happen
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Yes. And then I hated myself and hated doing the show. And here we are.
Here we are. Now you're caught up. Labyrinth came out in 1986. I nailed it.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
We should run down Molly, who had never seen it.
Oh,
Confirmed
right.
you have never seen it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there's no
Okay.
way.
Here were your bets
Oh, great.
about what happened.
Okay.
It would be magical.
Yes.
There would be magical elements. Yes.
Yep.
Certainly.
Bowie's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little boy in an attic.
No. Not really.
No.
He was upstairs.
Yeah, he was like in a tower. That's like the attic of
No.
a castle, right?
No.
Okay.
And he has to rescue the world, the fantasy world.
no.
Bowie is bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
There's puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I was amazed.
Like a lot of
A lot
puppets.
of puppets.
And there was a waterfall scene that was either touching or they hid in it. No, right? No,
No.
waterfall?
No.
No.
There was the bog.
There
but
was
there was
That was like the only source of water we ever saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Was
then
it, do you think that was water?
Ooh, no.
Oh.
Bog of Eternal Stench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Is
set.
it too early to talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
that?
we'll get to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
No, two more. There would be a resolution.
sort of?
Yep.
I would argue sort of. The answer is sort of.
Yeah. And there would be a brother-sister dynamic.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
at that point, I stopped writing down because they were just generic bets about movies in
Yes,
general.
in general.
Yeah. So, not bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly.
Considering.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I hadn't thrown in that waterfall thing, I would have aced
Yeah, that
it.
did kind
That
of
really
Yeah.
threw you
skew
off.
the score.
And the
a
little,
little.
little boy in the attic.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah.
To be fair, you were thinking of Neverending Story
Yeah.
at least 50% of the time you were making those assumptions.
Yeah, those might be all right. Well, Bowie's not in that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Beth,
Ooh.
you bet on the outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Did
Not
anyone
great.
look at the sneakers?
White sneakers, no. There's
No,
like a brown
like a-
boot
yeah.
shoe.
It was like a brown slip-on. It looked like medieval shoes a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't
Like a
realize that she
loafer.
was like such a weirdo.
Yeah.
Beth.
What?
You're nerd shaming her.
Jeez.
She was
Real
like
hard nerd
monologuing
shaming.
at an owl at the beginning of the movie.
She was learning the lines of a
Of what?
book. I don't know.
For what?
I don't know.
She wasn't like,
She
I'm
was a-
rehearsing for the play. She
Okay.
was just like,
She's
I'm gonna.
As a
Imaginative.
child who did not have any children his own age growing up, I will defend telling stories to yourself and just messing around in nature.
Yeah.
All right.
How dare you?
Yeah, it opens with her essentially pretending to be in her book.
Yes.
feel like
Monologuing
it's
to an
a-
owl.
Pretty classic, like only child nerd.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I mean she's got that brother, but I think that's
I think that's
it's
her
implied
half-brother.
that's a half brother,
Yeah.
right?
But at that point, she's like 16 years old.
Yeah.
Well, she's 15. Jennifer Connelly, the actress, is
Oh.
15.
Going
in
on
this
30.
movie.
Am I right?
Is she in that movie?
Bow wow.
That was the other one.
Oh, dear.
Wasn't that a different Jennifer?
Jennifer
Garner.
Yeah.
And 13 going on 30?
Yeah. Isn't that what you were doing?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
What? No.
Yeah, just I'm naming other movies.
Oh, I get
Bow
it.
wow.
God damn it. Is this really going to be the whole second half of the show?
Yeah, so she's monologuing to an owl,
Yeah.
which is weird, but it's not that weird.
No.
She's just a kid fucking around in nature.
Yeah.
I just
Sorry
need to
she's
point
not-
out that at one point Dan called it a bow wow wow.
Bow wow what?
A bow wow. You
Bow
called it a bow
wow.
wow.
That's right. I always want to say two wows.
Oh yeah.
Bow
Bow
wow.
wow wow.
I hate this. Let the record show that I hate this.
And she's dressed in a gown.
Yes.
And then hanging out with her dog Merlin.
Oh, Merlin.
Oh.
Such a good dog.
But then it's like 7:00 and raining, and
Yep.
so she's
Yeah,
got to get
she's
back to
late.
Yeah.
babysit.
She's
To
an
her
hour late.
stepmother.
She's an hour late.
Yeah,
Oh, man. And her stepmother is wearing a bomb shirt.
Yeah. Wow.
It
they're going
actually
on a
was.
date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna seal that deal.
I was like,
Oh.
what?
You don't think they have yet?
What?
I mean, they did at least
Where'd
once,
the
right?
baby come from?
Yeah, we assume Toby
Maybe the
is.
baby is from a previous marriage.
Oh,
What do you think happened to mom?
I feel like maybe there was a clue. There's like a shot when I was hoping to figure out the name of the stepmom because that would have passed the Bechdel-Walls test.
Correct.
But she does not get there.
She is credited
We've
as
credited stepmom.
stepmom.
She's got some. I think her mom might be dead.
I also think that.
Because she's got some book, like scrapbook, that says like mom in it, and then there's like a bunch of newspaper clippings.
Do you think like those photos? There's a bunch of photos of the same actress like
Yeah,
on that.
the
Do you think that's
mirror.
her mom?
Yeah.
And so she's like
I do think
trying
that.
to reconnect with her mom by
Oh, this
monologuing
is
to
so
an owl.
sad.
Yeah, I do think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
do
this is
think
a
that.
lot
Oh,
more
I take it back. She's
layers.
not a weirdo.
Do you
She's
think
grieving.
her mom wrote The Labyrinth?
Oh,
What?
sure.
Amazing.
Because she had all those toys and stuff and fantasy whatever. So maybe.
There were some pretty old toys. Some of them very classic for 1986. Just
I know.
saying. Wow, that is tough. That's a lot more layers to this movie.
That we're
Um,
just throwing out there based
Yeah.
on like one scene. But hey, who knows?
Hey, tweet at us, lab heads.
Lab heads?
Yeah, labyrinth heads.
Oh.
Brinth heads.
Oh,
I feel like lab heads, you're going to get a bunch of like sciencey people just like,
sure.
oh,
Yeah.
I cut a machine to make a potion.
What do you? What do you think
Classic
science
scientist.
is?
Yeah, you know.
They have potion machines.
Yeah, they
okay.
make potion machines.
Yeah.
Okay,
You read Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you know what else? We read Harry Potter. Whoever wrote this movie. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. It came actually
The other
later.
way.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
went the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is it? Hoggy? What's
Oh
the name?
yeah. Okay.
Hoggle.
We had a working theory to the movie that J.K. Rowling.
Bow Wow Rowling.
Bow Wow Rowling
You did it to yourself.
I know.
ripped off this movie for the following reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
One, there's a character named Hoggle who gets misnamed
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Um,
There's an owl.
there's an owl.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
a maze.
Yep.
Or labyrinth.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
by the way, those
Triwizard.
owls are an animated opening to this movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is very cool and
Yeah.
a cool transition into
That
the
is.
beginning.
That was actually like as much as somebody made fun of the owl effect
Okay.
during the credits.
It was not great.
The transition to the real owl was real slick.
That
though.
was really cool. They had a couple moments in the movie that I were like, oh, that was really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, the CGI owls were like Ally McBeal dancing baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncanny
It was
Valley.
1986.
Sure.
Still.
George probably did it as a favor.
Oh,
George
yeah.
Lucas produced this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, other things that J.K. Rowling ripped off from this movie.
Oh, the rooms move and change.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she goes like through a wall, like the percentage platform.
Platform 9 3/4.
Platform.
Is that
Whatever
it?
it's called. 8 and an eighth.
8 1/3.
Just going to
Six-
look at you until
6
you
and
get it right.
3/4.
Platform
4.5.
82%.
4 3/4.
6.5. 8
8
and a half.
9.
7.5.
9 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 3/4. That was close.
That was the first of many.
yeah.
Are we still talking about things that J.K. Rowling ripped off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
I might have been in the end of the list now.
Okay.
Scabbers? No.
What?
Whomping Willow? No.
No.
Is that Bog?
Wait,
She got a
I
stinky
feel like you're
bog?
going a weird
feel like
way.
you're-
You're like naming all the things in Harry Potter, and you're like, nope, that wasn't it.
Yeah, I'm just checking
Yeah.
them
Just-
against.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. I mean, a
probably
lot of
s-
stuff happens in the bathroom in Harry Potter. Do you think Chick Connor was just like, oh, stinky?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, there's goblins,
Sure.
but goblins is
Yeah.
older than this movie.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
No, I think your list is exhaustive.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
that's plenty
Certainly
of inspiration.
exhausting.
Oh.
Burn.
Wow, wow,
Burn.
wow.
Wow, that
Burn.
burns like a fiery boy. What is that? What was that?
The Fire Gang?
What were those? Yeah, the fire game.
Oh, yeah.
Those were messed up.
Were they
man.
called
What?
fiery?
We had
one?
completely forgotten
Fireys.
about them.
I didn't like them
Fire
one
Gang.
bit.
Oh, they were so
I
weird.
honestly, if I can talk about every single puppet in this movie, I
Yep.
didn't like any of
I
them.
disagree.
Wow.
Wow, not even Frodo or
No.
Fordor. What is the what is the cool one?
Four
Which one?
door.
The big one.
Ludo?
Are you trying to name the luck dragon again?
Yoder.
Forehead?
No, the big one. The big one that was most like Where the Wild Things Are.
Ludo.
Ludo.
Fluto?
Ludo.
Ludo.
There's
No
no
F.
F.
None of them have F's in their names.
Just think of Chris Bridges.
Oh yeah, Ludo. Ludo was
Because he built a
cool.
bridge out of stones.
Yeah,
He did
that's
sing
where
to the
Ludacris got
Stones.
his name from.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, he saw Labyrinth and he was like, now I'm Christopher, but I would like to from now on be called Ludo Chris.
Yep.
Yeah. And then little Bow Wow saw it, saw that dog Bow Wowing.
No, come on.
Bow
My
Wow.
rap name. And then they all were in the Fast and Furious movies together.
Oh,
Not together.
God.
Separately.
Yes.
What were we
Oh,
talking about?
chilling down with the Fire Gang.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Oh.
the best song in the movie.
Oh, it's insane.
What?
I
No.
don't know.
Okay, at one point, I don't know. This movie is just like a connection of weird events.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like doesn't really string together at all.
Yes.
So at one point, somewhere in the middle, she encounters a bunch of like Muppets,
Mm-hmm.
red Muppets that are the Fire Gang.
Yep.
And they sing the song Chilly Down with the Fire Gang.
Yeah. And like the whole
It's
song
real funky,
is
and they
about
take their
like
heads off.
partying, but also like we can detach any part of our body that we want.
Yeah. And they talk about getting small,
Mm-hmm.
which I was like, okay, I know what that means.
What does that mean?
What?
That means getting high.
It does?
I think so.
Oh.
Wait, why?
Okay. Like I'm not a super expert, obviously, but yeah, no, I've heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Like you feel small when you get high?
Maybe
Will
when
someone
you're-
explain drugs to me?
I mean, okay, but
Hey, teens.
to be fair, like it did sort of feel like a lot of the random things that were strung together were sort of like these loose metaphors for like different things that a teenage girl should watch out for.
You think this whole movie is a cool it teens?
I think so.
What?
'Cause, like fire gang is
Okay.
fire gangs are druggos.
Chill it down.
Fire
Chill
gangs are
it
druggos.
down.
Chili down, teens.
The garbage lady is like teaching her to let go of her old shit.
Oh,
Wow.
materialism.
The
Letting go of the
skeleton
past.
pirate dance is look out for creepers
Yeah,
at
the-
social
The
gatherings.
bog of
yeah.
eternal stench is like puberty's
Take care of
coming.
yourself.
Put some deodorant
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wash.
And
Wash.
Wash your
butt.
pits and your butt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
everywhere, really.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're short on time,
If you're short on time, like
pits and butt.
your anus swamp really needs to get the most.
It's got it. That.
Oh dear.
Are you listening, teens?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, chili down.
That's my theory.
teens.
Is that
oh, no, I
a
like
lot of
it.
her obstacles are like,
And then, unbridled sexuality of
yeah.
older men.
Well, that's
Ew.
like the
Ugh.
dances, like the skeleton pirate dance when she's hallucinating about the like weird dance. That's
Mm.
like look out for creeps.
yeah,
Mhm.
because they're at every party creeping
Yeah.
on you.
Creeping.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
he kind of was.
Don't
he was
wear
creeping at
makeup.
a party.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was that whole sequence.
Did you just say don't wear makeup, Mom?
Don't wear makeup.
Wow,
Don't wear
jeez.
makeup, teens.
It's a little bit
Why?
of victim blaming.
Why?
Well, no, I'm just saying that when she was at that dance, she was wearing makeup.
That's what you're extrapolating from that?
Wait,
It's
what?
her. It's her
I'm
fault
just
now.
No,
Yeah.
I
was-
am.
She
I
was
am-
just normal, not normal, but like she was
Yeah, you
just
already called
living.
her a weirdo.
Well,
Beth.
she was living her life, and then she was drugged.
Yeah,
she was drugged.
She was drugged.
Yeah. Don't eat strange fruit from
Oh.
Hoggles.
Well,
Yep.
and of course,
Hogwarts.
this is extra disturbing because of David Bowie, because he had a history with 15-year-old girls.
Oh, did he for reals?
Yeah, for reals,
Oh.
in
Like,
real life.
One in
Oh.
particular.
When he was in his 20s and she was 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess in '86, no one was paying attention to that.
No.
I mean, this was like back in the 70s, I think.
But I mean,
Yeah.
when it came time, Labyrinth was like, "Who should we get? How about Bowie?" And no one was like,
Well,
"You know, he already creeped on young girls."
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one cared about that.
And like
Yeah.
it should, I mean, like we should clarify that like he creeped on young girls the same way like literally every rock star of that era creeped on young girls. Like it's not like he was the only one. So like if they wanted to get any weird rock guy for this movie,
Oh,
they
like
would have made a bad
casting-
choice. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like an exception.
Yeah, I had this in the back of my mind when I was watching the movie, and I didn't want to bring it up too soon because I didn't want to bring down the room. But I looked up an article, and the article was one of the most depressing things because it just went point by point through every artist who had sex with underage girls. It's a long list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just what this one article was able to document. But yeah, so I think in that way, yeah, it was super, that was just an extra dimension because because Jennifer Connelly was 15 when this was filmed.
Ugh.
Yee.
Yeah. And like, we see way too much dong outline.
Oh, oh man.
I didn't remember it was just like tight pants.
Uh huh.
No, I thought
Yeah.
it was like,
I thought it was like a
Oh, you thought he had like an external codpiece?
No.
yeah, I
Oh.
did too.
yeah, where it was like,
No,
the implication
No.
of genitalia.
Ugh.
no, it's just real
No.
tights.
It was not since the Joker in
sure.
Batman.
The Riddler.
Riddler.
We didn't watch that one.
Not since the Riddler have I seen so much attention drawn to the
Oh,
crotch
sure.
area.
And like not in a deliberate way. Like it's just
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it was
But
just
also
so
some
much.
shots like definitely focused on it. They were like, "Oh, we'll get a shot of this short goblin," but also like Bowie's dog's in
Same.
frame too.
Yeah.
there was a lot of just like phallic stuff in general.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of rocks.
a lot of rocks.
What?
I mean, a lot of the like set and costuming
Oh, like
had
rocks that were phallic.
Yeah.
I
phallic,
see.
like they had a very phallic look to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I don't
cautionary
think
tale.
they were like not doing that on purpose.
No, I mean
Yeah.
especially if it's like a labyrinth of like the horrors of puberty
Ooh.
and being an older,
Just-
right?
Yeah.
oh God, yeah, that's a metaphor.
Yeah, and so then when she comes back to her, I'm sorry, I'm fast forwarding just a little bit, but I just want to try to make sense of this movie. At the very end, she defeats the Goblin King. We could talk about how she does that later. And she ends up in her room and she starts putting stuff away in a drawer.
Yeah.
And she's putting away her past and putting away little girl things.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
She
Yeah.
just went
Yeah.
through puberty.
Oh, the whole
What?
movie was.
So it's basically metamorphosis, except like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she defeats him by saying, "You have no power over me."
Yes.
So she's not going to let her hormones control her anymore. And now she's accepted her womanhood.
wow.
Puts away her teddy bears.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot. I
I
mean,
mean, she gives her teddy bear to her
Toby.
her stepbrother, half brother.
like the main thing that she learns is responsibility,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because all she has to do is watch her brother.
Yes.
Oh,
And
which
she
she
is
is terrible at.
Terrible at it. Like it's like upsetting to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
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 Those first few minutes of the movie when she is like in the room with a crying kid and the way she
Just
treats
yelling
him.
at him.
I was the youngest, so I never had to deal with that, so it didn't bother me at all. Like, I understand
Really?
intellectually, like, she was bad at it, but I didn't have any sort of visceral reaction. I'm just like, yeah, she's pissed off at her parents. And Toby is a manifestation of that.
Wow.
It is. That's her whole thing. It's not like she's like, I hate this child deep down in my primal brain. It's like, I hate my stepmom, and he is a representation of everything that she's doing to me. I'm just saying, I have some sympathy for her.
Wow.
That's all.
I mean, yeah. On her side, like, they shouldn't be making her watch that kid. She's bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they gotta go. You also gotta take care of your relationship.
Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
adults,
Adults,
listen.
you gotta
Yeah.
treat your spouse right.
And what was the truth? Was the truth that they almost never went out and were super
Yeah.
accommodating of her schedule, or that they went out every
Oh,
weekend?
right.
I couldn't decide who
Who was...
was misinformed.
Yeah, I kind of suspected that the stepmother was being pretty accurate. She
Yeah.
didn't seem evil, except her haircut was weird.
It was 1986.
I mean,
know.
yeah, pre-puberty conquering Sarah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Might be the unreliable narrator in that.
Yeah.
She was already like, I mean, she was like incensed by the whole situation because she's like, it's not fair that I have to come home and stop monologuing to this owl.
Yeah.
So she
She
was
like,
already
does
pretty
almost
pissed.
nothing. Like the kid's already in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did all the work because she was never late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but also like, you know, if you like,
They
if you
couldn't
knew,
find a sitter. How big's that house?
wait,
They can
what?
afford a babysitter.
Oh, for
They
sure.
got like a
Also-
fucking mansion.
Like he's like you said, he's already in bed. And if he's like crying, just like read him your book that
Yeah.
you're just reading, and then he'll fall asleep, and then you can do whatever you want in your room.
can
He
go
was a
watch MTV.
manifestation of the obstinance of her stepmother.
Yeah.
Because they had taken one of her stuffed toys and given it to Toby without her permission.
They didn't let the dog come in, even
Didn't
the
let
dog
the
was soaking
dog
wet.
come in. Oh,
That made me
Merlin.
not like the stepmom. She made the dog go in the garage.
Yeah.
Probably a really big garage like he did.
That's probably
But also,
true.
it was such a good dog.
Oh, such a
All
good
she had to
dog.
say was, "You have to go to the
And it
garage,"
went.
and it
Oh,
just like trotted
Merlin.
away so sad.
I mean, it's a long-haired dog.
Yeah.
That's probably a real pain to wipe down.
That's
Yeah,
true. It probably stinks up that garage.
totally. And probably the dog was in their lives before the stepmom came into the picture. So yeah, but she did just seem really like petulant and irritating at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I didn't find myself like, oh, I really want to relate to this girl.
But like, wasn't that like the whole lesson? Like she was so petulant that she wished that the Goblin King would steal her brother, and then
Yeah.
by the end she's like, "Oh, that's a bad idea," and also you suck. Get out of here, creeper.
Yeah. Oh, and at the very end, though, all the goblin friends, sorry, spoiler, everybody, all the goblin friends come back, right?
Yeah. Well, some of them.
And and they have a party, and she's happy to see them.
Yeah. I think it's a similar situation as like the Wizard of Oz, where like once
Oh,
the authoritarian figure has been toppled, you
Mhm.
realize like, oh, most of these people are like they're fine.
And now she's got a handle on her own raging hormones.
Yes.
And she's embracing the positives to maturing as a human.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the goblins represent like acne or something, where it's like it's not like actually harmful, but you just have to like understand it, and then like you can live with it.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
So many layers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Ludo's like strength, right? Because your muscles get all jacked when you go through puberty.
Yeah, you know how when you go through puberty and you just get all jacked.
Yeah. The teens know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
everybody remember that? Everyone remember when you got super jacked without doing anything?
You hit puberty, you get jacked. And you can ride a dog.
What's the metaphor for like when he sings and rocks
Yeah.
come toward him?
Yeah. What are those rocks?
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. Get ready to rock and roll.
Do you
Yeah.
think that's where the rock got his name?
From Labyrinth.
From
Yeah.
Ludo. He
Yeah.
was like, I want to be big like Ludo.
Yeah.
And
And move rocks.
And so he didn't
from
pick.
the rock.
He was like, well, Ludacris already has Ludo, so I'll be the Rock.
oh, and that's why they're best bros.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
It makes sense. That checks
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Yep. Into it.
All right. Well, I think we've cracked the code.
Beth, you bet red jams, and we had a real long conversation about what kind of jams there would be.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And Molly felt like everybody was full of shit or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it went. But yeah, they were red and white striped.
Yeah, they were striped.
Footy.
Yeah,
pajamas.
they're footy pajamas.
Yep.
Great.
We had the correct shape
Yeah.
of
Ah,
Yep.
red
Footies.
jams.
Mm-hmm.
That baby's pretty cute.
yeah.
Cuter when he wasn't screaming, am I right?
Oh, so now you're on her side? Jeez.
No, it's a
Yeah.
cute kid.
I mean,
pretty
He
cute.
doesn't do anything super cute though.
Well, I mean, he mostly is just supposed to like sit there while the puppets do.
I
does
thought it was
one
adorable when he
clapping.
was climbing on the MC Escher stairs.
Oh,
Isn't it so cute when
Yeah, that's pretty
babies
good.
participate in optical illusions?
That's pretty cute. He did
Ooh,
like
it's like
clap.
Where's Waldo?
Oh.
Oh, the red and white
Do you think
stripes.
Waldo stole from this movie too?
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Cool. He like clapped at one of the bobble visions.
yeah.
That was cute.
That was
All right.
cute.
All right. Back on board, Toby.
I mean, it wasn't honestly like there wasn't that much Toby. Like he was just sort of the MacGuffin of the movie. So
Yeah.
it wasn't
There's
even
not
on
much for
screen
him to
that
do,
often.
really.
No, he mostly just had to like sit there while Bowie sang a song.
It did make you wonder how many babies David Bowie had held in his life
Probably not
at
many,
that
right?
point. I don't know.
yeah, he's got
I could see it
a
going either way.
child,
Yeah.
but he probably didn't care for that child.
Oh,
What?
He's
jeez.
too busy like trying to destroy the demons in his pool or whatever.
What?
You guys haven't heard that story?
No.
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 He like had a big house with a pool
Sure. Okay.
and like thought there was a demon in it.
In the pool specifically.
Yeah. I'm getting like this 80% right, if that. And like did a bunch of coke before or after this.
Sure.
And then
I mean, probably before, right?
That's my best bet. He was like
Like-
completely sober. Like, is there a demon in the pool?
tried
Let
to
me
like
do some cocaine.
Mhm.
I did.
get it away, and then a big dark spot did for real appear at the bottom of the pool.
What?
Mm.
Someone tweet us this article. I read it around the time he
Yeah.
died.
Are we talking that like? And so, what does this have to do with his kid?
Oh, he was too busy dealing with pool demons to hold his child.
Oh, okay. Duncan Jones, if you were there, please tweet at us.
Yeah.
Who is that?
He's a director. He makes movies. He's David Bowie's son.
Oh, cool.
That's not his real name because, you know, he didn't want to have Bowie in the name
Yeah.
whenever he made a movie.
That's
Because
fair.
that'd be hard
Wow.
to be like, oh, Bowie's going to make a movie? Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harsh, like prejudged.
It's like being Julian Lennon.
Who?
Julian Lennon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Or like,
John Lennon's son.
Or
One of his sons.
I was like,
Because it's also Sean Lennon.
Sean Lennon. I was
who's
like,
like 13
okay.
years younger.
okay.
Wallflowers?
What?
No, that's
Dylan.
That's Dylan.
Jacob Dylan.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Same thing, though. Same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other celebrity children can we name?
Kate Hudson.
Sure.
Good job.
She's a kid or has a kid?
She is a kid.
She is a
She's
kid of Goldie Hawn.
Oh.
Is her real name Kate
Someone.
Hahn?
No.
No.
I
Is it
don't
actually
know.
Hudson? Is that
No.
I think
her
no,
dad's
it's
name?
Hudson because the dad's name is Hudson.
There we
Yeah.
go. Great.
Rock Hudson?
I don't think so. I think that's several years too.
I'm not sure Rock Hudson is her dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But Carrie Fisher has this great thing about how you can't win if you're the child of a famous person. Like, if you're incredibly successful, they're like, of course.
Right.
And if you lose everything and end up addicted to drugs, they're like, well, of course.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
there's just no,
Yeah.
there's nothing you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
do.
Hey, celebrity gossip people?
Mm-hmm.
Cool it.
yeah, get off Carrie Fisher's back. She's
Yeah.
a treasure.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just get off everyone's back. And also, like, who cares? Like, just stop making an industry out of, like, paying attention to people's lives.
Yeah.
Because,
Pay
like,
attention to your own life.
for
Yeah.
real, who cares? I mean, I know I'm in the minority considering, like, how TV is made and what's popular in pop culture, but seriously, who cares?
Yeah. Wow.
That's all.
Yeah.
Bow wow, who cares?
We should talk. We touched briefly on the Bog of Eternal Stench, but I want to come
so
back to
good.
it.
Yeah. We should.
God damn it, that's a
we
great
should
set.
go in depth.
That was a great set, man. Well, and they did such a good of, like, foreshadowing it, too. Like,
It's
he
the
kept-
main threat
Say
Yeah.
your
that Bowie
piece.
levels at Hogwarts.
Hoghead.
That was a pretty good bit. They kept getting his name wrong.
Yeah, it was good. I think he called him Higgle at one point, which
yeah.
tickled me.
And they finally get to it, and it's just a fart swamp.
It's like literally a swamp of anuses.
Yeah.
And it made me
Gross.
laugh almost every time it farted.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And then I felt so bad with you because you walked out of the room when Ambrosius went across the rock bridge, and like literally as he will cross the bridge, the swamp like furiously farted at him. Like every step, and he has 4 feet. Every
Yeah.
step he took, it
It was
farted
like
at him.
rapid farts.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where you go down the stairs and you have to fart, and then every step is a fart.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
We've all been
exactly
there.
like that.
We've all
thing.
been there, right?
It's
Tweet
a
at
thing
us.
that we're all
Universal
dealing with on a
experience.
daily basis.
Tweet at us, fart heads.
Hashtag stairs fart stories.
Stairs fart stories.
Yeah, tweet your
Fart staries.
Oh, okay.
No?
Bow wow.
Wow, wow. God damn it. No. Anyway, it was great. It lived up to the hype. It looked disgusting. It
Yeah,
sounded
it did.
disgusting. It was
Yeah.
just a farting swamp.
That's all it was. Simple.
Yeah.
Speaking of other things I laughed at, Hoggle peeing.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I meet him peeing.
He was introduced that way. Like,
Also
I thought
made
he
me
just,
laugh.
like, I remembered him. I just thought it was maybe, like, after he'd gotten to know her and they were traveling, she's like, oh, you're gross. Because he's just like, I'm just going to pee right in front of you. Who cares? But that's how he's introduced.
Yeah.
Just a guy peeing into a fountain.
And Dan did laugh immediately and
Yeah,
hard.
he did.
It was fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Too much
True.
fruit.
No, that doesn't make
That
sense.
doesn't make, what? Fruit doesn't make you pee? Does it?
Well, speaking of pee,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
let's talk about the songs.
Jesus.
Nailed it. Let's see. Here were the songs.
Yes.
We guessed
Yep.
Dance Magic Dance,
Yes,
and then
nailed it.
some song about Bowie being Bowie.
Yep. I believe the specific description was, look at me, I'm David Bowie.
There's an opener called It's Only Forever or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Forgettable.
Yep.
Dance Magic Dance.
Yep.
Probably the most famous song of this one. The one I thought had the line, slap that baby, make him pee.
Yep.
The subtitles of this movie would lead you to believe they're saying, slap that baby, make him free. Which I will say makes less sense.
Sure. It certainly does.
So I think it's just mis-subtitled and I'm
Well,
right.
none of the words make sense.
No.
Like in any of the songs, I was like, what? There's not a melody
No.
or any, like, what's happening?
Our theory is that David Bowie agreed to do this movie. They started filming the movie, and then they were like, Dave, you're gonna do some songs for the movie, right?" And he was just like, "Oh, yeah," and just slapped shit together like the next day, right? Because that would explain like Chili with the Fire Gang, Get Chili with the Fire Gang,
Chili down with the
Chili.
fire.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Chili down with Fire Gang. That would explain like
Oh, and the whole, oh gosh. I wrote down, the hoodoo, you do
oh yeah,
voodoo?
Babe with the Voodoo.
Yeah, I was like,
Hoodoo,
it's
you do.
You remind me of the
vaudeville.
babe with the power. What power?
Power of Voodoo.
Is that a song?
These are the lyrics of
These
the
are
song
the
we're
lyrics
talking
of the
about. This is exactly what you're just talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and then he has another song that's just like, and well, that's what didn't I say he was gonna sing while I went around stairs?
Yeah, there's an
Oh,
Usher
yeah.
song. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember, but he's
That was-
singing then.
I mean,
He
that was
sings
kind
the
of
masquerade thing about like being a creep.
that one is definitely the "Look at Me, I'm David Bowie" song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the stairs song is sort of just like, I am making you think that this is important.
Yeah, but I'd say other than Dance Magic Dance.
Yeah.
And maybe Chili Down with the Fire Bros.
Just because it's so absurd.
They're all pretty forgettable songs.
Yeah, for
Sorry,
sure.
Bowie.
Yeah.
I honestly think he just was cashing a check. Like I think
Yeah.
he
He
forgot.
might have been making those songs up on the spot.
I think he forgot he was supposed to do songs for this movie.
I would not doubt that is true.
Yeah.
Like I don't at all. They are the worst
They're
songs I've
nonsense.
ever heard,
I mean, they're
and I
just
love
nonsense
Bowie.
songs.
Like
If you
what
heard
is
that at
what
an
was
open
it?
mic, you'd be like, what is
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, that's good.
happening?
That would be really good.
maybe
Oh, we
he
should
did
do
go
that.
to open mic.
It would be fun to go to like.
Oh, I dare
What?
any of our listeners out there.
Oh,
who
this is the
routinely
Totes
goes to-
Challenge?
Totes Challenge, new segment.
Oh, this is the second edition of
It
it.
is?
Is it?
Yeah, the other one was about something to do on a date.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember what it was.
Order a lot of fish.
What?
No,
Come on. That
no, it
doesn't
was like
sound right.
introduce your date to Totes Recall, and then when you get engaged, we did it. I don't remember.
Yeah. Tweet at us.
What did
One,
we say?
what was the first Toast Challenge?
Yes.
And two, this one that Molly's about to say.
Yeah.
Okay. if you regularly do open mics and play guitar or any musical instrument,
Mhm.
please do one of these songs
Yes.
from Labyrinth
Yes.
and report back how it's received.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will also accept karaoke if they have any of these.
Yes. Would they have this in any machine
They
on
might
Earth?
have dance
They better
magic.
Yeah.
dance, magic dance. And if you do it, slap that baby, make him pee.
What? No.
You have to say the lyrics.
Oh, no matter what the monitor says on
Yeah.
the karaoke machine? Okay. Jeez.
That's a 2-part Toast Challenge for this month. Get on it, Totes Heads.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. So those are the songs. The music is also very 1986,
amazing.
and I loved it.
I loved it so
has
much.
150% more smooth jazz than I had expected.
Yeah, like when she first gets in the labyrinth, like she's just running down this corridor, and like we are told that this is dramatic because there is so much synthesizer happening. Like there are like multiple synthesizers just wailing away, and then a saxophone comes in out of nowhere, and it's amazing.
And there's one song that honestly is from Footloose.
What?
It's
Yeah.
like part of a Kenny Loggins song.
Oh.
Like, I guess you're playing so cool. There's like a chunk, chunk.
Like while she's just running around the labyrinth?
No, it's a different, I don't remember what transition it was, but I was like, that's a different song. But it's not. They're all the same song.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the same.
Yeah, I mean everything except Chili Down at the Fire Gang is basically like, and now I'm David Bowie in this mystical castle land. Look at my cape and vest.
Yeah, he's got some good costumes.
I'm keeping this wig.
Yeah.
Or maybe he brought it himself. I don't know. He could have brought his own wig.
No, it was some cool outfits.
Other
Great
than the
outfits.
tights.
Sure.
Yeah, too much junk for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Junk at the frunk.
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
Oh, wow.
junk in the frunk.
Yeah,
What?
because it's in the front.
Oh my God.
Let's catch it on.
I got it.
Thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
Can we talk about the hand hole?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's great.
That is cool.
She comes with the two doors that lie to each other. Did she not do the riddle right, or is it like
They just screwed with her.
they just screwed with
I
it
don't know.
anyway? Or that was the right way? I guess
I think it was the right way, but it has a trap door that they didn't tell her about. She could have just
yeah.
leapt over it.
That's true. There
Still
was a
the
lot
right
of
way.
like, I guess there was like the theme of a lot of the characters she ran into. It's just like, sure, I'll help you, but also like, I didn't tell you everything because either you walked away too early or I don't care. I'm a stinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she falls down the hand hole.
Yeah.
And those are all real hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like weird rubber Godzilla gloves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look cool.
Yeah, I really love the idea of because like they keep forming together to different faces to talk. I really love the idea that like clearly they had to like sit around a conference table and like brainstorm different ways to build faces out of hands.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would just love to watch that.
Or they went to some like puppet workshop weekend and there was somebody doing that and they're like, oh, we want to bring you in for this new movie we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
There's just like Handmaster.
Yeah.
I have to say, as a
Hank Master.
oh
What?
Hank,
Do you think those were all Hank
Cresthorn.
Cresthorn hands?
What? That doesn't make any sense. Some of them were like 5 hands.
Well,
I don't know.
he's maybe a ghost or multiple people.
Yeah. He might be a demon.
We don't know.
Maybe he was the demon in Bowie's pool.
Wow. That's why he's allowed to have done Wizard of Oz, but also have done whatever movie he originally did in our canon.
Yeah.
He sold
he
his
was-
soul.
Look
to
who's
be-
talking.
Yeah. And also hanging out with Joe Prado. Oh, no, that's Look Who's Talking. Yeah.
I'm saying like he was alive during Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
and then was, I guess, as a demon trapped in David Bowie's pool for years. And then David
sure.
Bowie released him with the power of cocaine, and then he went back to work on Look Who's Talking.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mr. Bowie. I really owe you for unleashing me from the pool. Look at my 40 hands. I can make into mouths and faces.
And then he's just like, "Hey, I've got a movie that I'm doing tomorrow. I'm writing the songs for it right now. Do you want to come with?"
As a woman, the idea of falling down a hole where you're just groped
Ooh,
by
yeah.
hands
Yeah.
is maybe even more nightmarish than
Oh,
I think they had
that's
pictured.
more of the dangers of puberty. All
Yeah.
the handsy
Yeah.
men out there.
Yeah, but I mean that's super real.
Yeah.
Like
But they're also helping you.
that was
Well, they didn't
weren't
really
really.
help her. They just let her go.
They were making her think that they were helping
Yeah.
her.
there were so
Okay.
many
But then they just
negs
dropped
and,
her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like everybody.
Ugh. It was
Except for
pretty
Ludo.
gross. Like I would have loved to have seen what this movie like if it really is about what it's like to be a girl going through puberty. If it were written and created by women, what it would look like.
I'll watch that remake.
Sure, I
Yeah.
would watch the remake. And also, like, I
Good
feel
on
like
Greta Gerwig.
Greta
Yeah.
Gerwig?
Have
Make the
Greta
Labyrinth?
Gerwig do this movie?
Yeah.
All right. I'd see that.
Great.
there's got to be like a more of a puppet lady, though, right? I feel like with Greta Gerwig, it'd just be like, "Oh, I'm in this labyrinth."
Maybe she'll collaborate with.
Yeah. Who's the
Puppet
number one lady
lady.
puppet?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jeez.
Tweet at us,
Yeah.
Puppet Heads.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to do all the work. It's a two-way street.
Yeah. We'll just talk at you and you give us all the answers.
Yeah. I was like, the hands. I thought that too. I was just like, oh, that's so. Like it's like just the idea of like falling into a pit full of like
Man hands.
sentient hands that are kind of stinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
Reminds me of the MTV News segment I watched once as a teen
Wow.
Wow.
where they were talking to Courtney Love
Uh huh.
about how she was crowd surfing, but then everybody just like groped her real bad.
Oh, sure.
And it was not
A
good.
real bummer.
Yeah.
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 Fun.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I was like, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12, me and my friends were all going to a concert and we all got groped like pretty aggressively, like just in the crowd on our way to the bus and the train and stuff. And that's really young. Like, so yeah, so I guess for me, I was just like, this is more of a horror show than I think, but cool faces. That was neat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
And then she ends up in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Oubliette or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oubliette.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it had two T's and an E, but I think you say the T in that case, right?
Oubliette? Is that what they said?
Oubliette.
Yeah.
I think somebody just really liked that word.
Probably.
People got real high and then just wrote down shit that sounded cool.
I
Is
would
my best
absolutely
guess.
believe
Chili
that.
down with the fire gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
then they'll take their heads off and they'll throw them around.
Then they'll try to take her. I mean, honestly, like this. I mean, it is. Like the movie is like disturbing, like intentionally. Like it's like as much as it's like silly puppets, like it is also trying to be kind of disturbing the entire time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the fiery gang wants to, like, they talk about taking off her arm and
Yeah,
taking off
like they have
her
this like
ear.
funky song. Like I honestly kind of liked it. I liked the like weird tonal shift where like the music didn't stop and there was still this like upbeat funk riff while they're like chasing her and talking about how they're gonna saw her head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
spooky.
Scary movie.
Ugh.
Yeah. Even the beginning, like
Oh,
when
that was
she
way creepier than I remember. Yeah.
when she first summons the goblins to take away her brother, it's like legit horror movie stuff with
Yeah.
like little Muppets like popping into the
Yeah,
corner of a
man.
frame
Yeah.
and like
I'm like scurrying under
one
things.
giggling in
Oh,
the blankets and then not
scurrying
being
under
there.
the blankets was
Yeah.
like real hard
And
to
see
watch.
why I didn't watch it for
Yes.
17 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
That part's probably the scariest.
probably.
And then the owl comes in and is David Bowie.
Yeah.
There's a real jerk about it.
Really, truly.
What does he want?
Jareth?
Like maybe he's just
Also,
Her-
Jareth.
yeah,
Come
come
on.
on.
That's probably why he became a jerk.
Yeah.
He probably got bullied when he was a kid for being called Jareth.
Yeah. I had two big questions about him. One, still unanswered, is he a goblin or not?
Great question.
And two, what does he want? Like he takes the baby and then he's like blaming her for not being grateful. Like he's really negging her, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
he,
it's
like
total
he,
neg.
yeah, like they really
It's more
like,
like
shorthanded at the end, where it's
the
just like this is
Neglin
the toxic man that you will
king.
confront in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like what's like he has the baby, he's,
He's
gonna
gonna-
turn into a goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my theory. I think he's a wizard. There
Okay.
he was by himself in this kingdom.
Oh.
He needed someone to rule, so he kidnapped a child, turned them into goblins. I
Yep.
think all the goblins were previously babies.
Oh, sure.
And
You said
then
the
he
first
became
half and it was so
the
shocking.
king of goblins.
Yeah, he's
King
a goblin
of
king
goblins.
because he
But not
created them.
okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory.
Okay. And so he just wants to rule?
I
Yeah.
mean, he basically literally
says
said
that.
that to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
like chickens aren't good enough.
He wants
Oh, yeah. He
He had chickens.
He had those chickens. He's like, this is fine, I guess, but
Yeah, he just wanted to rule her
Mm-hmm.
in exchange for like she could have whatever she wanted.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was really trying. Like it was very toxic. Where it's just like, just let me rule you, and like I'll provide whatever you want.
And then he says something like, "I'd be your slave."
yeah, it's very
Like,
confusing.
it is so.
But
and I was
also-
like, this is exactly how confusing and weird it is.
Yeah, and also, hey, writers of R&B songs,
Mm-hmm.
you have the same problem. I've heard the lyrics to some of these songs; they don't make any sense.
Yeah.
I've literally heard a song that was like, the chorus is like literally about how this woman belongs to him, but also he'll be her sex slave. That's not how that works.
What?
Yeah.
right? Like, he can't be the slave if she belongs to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get your shit sorted.
Yeah.
They
Goblin
belong
Kings and
together.
R&B singers. What?
Ugh.
Maybe they belong together
That's
to
not-
each
I don't
other.
think that's what he was implying.
I don't think that's what.
We
yeah.
belong together to each other. R&B song.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good at R&B
Now do it
singing.
like Bowie. Now do it like a Goblin
No.
King. Come on.
No-y.
All right. What if we respected each other and shared each other's interests? You can go off with your friends and I'll just read a book by myself.
Yeah. I buy that wizard turning babies into goblin thing.
For sure.
He's still, I don't know. He's just still kind of nothing. But I guess if he's just like a metaphor for
Yeah.
hormones, then he doesn't really have a
I
goal
think-
other than to
And
like assault her.
I feel like you're
then
getting
get out of the
too
way.
you're getting too deep into the like just specifically the puberty aspect. I don't think it's just puberty. I think it's
Oh.
just aging into adulthood in general.
Okay.
I don't think it's just hormones and like sex. I think it's just like culture as a whole. Like suddenly you have to perceive the world. So Bowie is like, yeah, he's the manifestation of like specifically all the horrible men that you'll confront as you
Yeah.
get older. But also just like, I don't know, just shitty people that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Right? Because yeah, I don't think he even knows what he wants. He's just kind of a dick. Right?
For no reason.
He's like all abusive to Hoggle for no real reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he just kind of like messes with him. He's a bully to Hoggle.
Man, what do you suppose would have happened if she had taken that worm up on its offer to have a cup of tea?
Oh right.
Oh,
With his
yeah.
wife.
That worm was a delight.
That worm
It was
a
so
delight.
cute. And he wasn't being mean.
Mm-mm.
He was very friendly.
He was trying to help.
Yeah.
Because he said, or she, no, he, she. I guess it's a
He.
worm. It doesn't matter. It's a worm, right? Aren't
He
worms?
does say, I mean,
Well,
he
it
does
could
say
be a
come in and see the
same-sex-
missus,
Yeah.
which doesn't mean he's a man, but
Yeah.
It was 1986, though.
1986.
But also, it's like a worm in a crazy labyrinth, right? And they got real
That's
high
true.
when they wrote this movie, so maybe they're just
Maybe.
like, "Hey, man, whatever works, right? It's a labyrinth.
yeah.
You be with whoever you want in the labyrinth."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a very sweet, adorable worm.
And it was trying to help because it was like, "Don't go that way," and she's like, "Okay, thanks." And then
Yeah.
he said, like, "Oh, if she went that way, she would have gone straight to the castle."
Yeah.
Trying to protect her from the horrors of Jareth.
But you got to
Yeah.
face him
You gotta
head
face
on
Jareth, yeah.
or through a labyrinth.
Yes, and like after going through a bunch of adventures together with your friends. Your
Well,
mom-
she did make
and
friends.
you fart a lot.
so much
Wow.
fun. Ooh, yeah. Actually, that was probably another metaphor of the the Bollywood. There's like, listen, kids, you're gonna fart a ton as you get older, and it's just gonna happen sometimes when you don't want it to.
Yep.
You just have to deal with it.
And it never goes away. That was Hoggle's thing. Like you step
Oh,
a foot
right.
in it, and then you never are
Yeah,
clean again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's growing up.
yeah, it really
You're
is.
gonna smell the rest of your life.
You're gonna step in shit once, and you're gonna carry it with you as psychological scars for the rest
Yeah.
of your life.
Sorry, teens.
Sorry, teens. Oof.
Wow.
But
Hmm?
you also get to party
Yeah, with your friends.
with monsters.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Did y'all have any MVPs? I had one.
Yeah, I had 1.5.
Mine are the statues
Which ones?
Oh,
The
the grumpy
statues
statues.
that were really
Yeah.
just playing their part.
The
and then
false
like,
the one down in the
alarms.
hallway
yeah,
that are just
and they're
like,
"Go,
beware.
it's doom.
Oh, yeah,
and
those
Hoggle's
are
like,
great.
quit it. You don't have to do it. Like, oh, I just want to
Yeah.
say my
Oh,
part.
they were great. Yeah, I really liked the, in general, like, I did appreciate all the, like, I don't know, like the line readings of most of the puppet characters. Like, they all had really good comic timing with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like the weird, like, doormen that were, like, clearly just two dudes kind of, like, stacked on top of each other, holding a shield in front of themselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
whatever. I like that hat and the old man.
Oh, I really hated that hat,
Oh,
old
with
man
bird hat.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Bird hat.
Oh, that's another thing. The sorting hat.
Oh.
J.K. Rowling stole sorting hat from bird
Oh,
hat.
Oh, she was
no.
like, what if it wasn't a bird and it
Yeah.
was just a
It's still
floppy
talking,
hat?
isn't it?
Hey,
It's me, J.K.
J.K.
Rowling.
Rowling. What if a wizard boy lived under the stairs?
I don't take no guff on Twitter,
Ah.
isn't it?
Why is she saying "isn't
Isn't
it"
it?
so much?
That's what English people say.
Is it
Yeah.
what all English people say?
Yeah, they all say it.
Did David Bowie say it?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
David Bowie.
In it.
Oh, David Bowie, isn't it?
Look at me, I'm David Bowie.
See you at the party.
My MVP was the big-headed goblin at the beginning that was like, "Did she say it?"
Oh yeah,
They
the
were all
dumb
like,
one.
"Shut up!"
Yeah, that was a good one.
four-door? Or I mean,
What?
You keep saying it's like a 4-door sedan or something.
Yeah.
sorry, Luda. Was that Luda?
No.
No.
That was a
different
goblin.
Big goblin? Oh, I
Yeah.
really liked that goblin at the beginning.
Yeah,
So
and he was
funny.
also the same one that was like, I think you laughed at this, Molly, where he like fired the cannon, and you find out the cannonballs are like just people in
Oh,
little balls, and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, I fired you," and he's just standing there.
That was
Same
good.
goblin.
Oh, I like that
That
one.
town fight scene was wild,
It was
and I have
insane.
zero memory of
It
it,
was
which made me
bonkers.
believe. At that point, I was like, maybe I never finished this movie.
Whoa.
Whoa! Do you think you got scared by the gate robot?
Oh, the gate golem robot was great.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And it had a little pilot inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Men in Black style.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Also, another movie that ripped off this movie we just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that town scene went on forever.
It did.
Yes. The rocks are just like rolling around.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
going nuts.
but at a certain point, it really got funny. Like I enjoyed it more and more the longer it went.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Yeah. I mean, they probably
I
had the
think I also
same.
lost my mind.
They probably had the same idea.
Just keep going.
Just
Just
keep
keep
Yeah.
going.
More
But yeah.
rocks.
The I don't know. The Muppets look great.
hmm
Jim Henson.
But Beth hated them.
No, I hated
You
them.
hated all of them. I
because
loved them
I
all.
love the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
They are so cute.
Oh.
All these Muppets were disgusting.
Yeah, that was the idea, though,
I
right?
hated it.
Oh, I loved
I wanted
it.
at least one cute Muppet.
The worm was
The worm
cute.
was cute.
Frodo was cute.
Which
Frodo
one?
was for the Lord of the Rings.
Are you who are you
And
actually
are you
talking about?
trying to say Falcor?
Falcor's in Never-Ending Story. You didn't even like Little Fox guy?
He wasn't cute. He had like human teeth.
What about the puppet? Okay, what about the puppet version of Ambrosius?
Yes, the cutest. That was the
Alright.
cutest. I
Yeah.
wanted more of that.
More of the quivering bow wow wow.
Yeah, like when he was like
Yeah.
really scared behind the thing. That was so cute. That was cute. Okay, I take it back. There was one cute puppet.
Thank you.
Wait, is the worm still not cute for you?
Too weird.
It's
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 cute-ish.
okay. It has like a weird hair situation.
The hair was great. It was like punk.
And it had a little scarf like
Oh, it had that
okay,
little scar.
the
Tom
scarf was
Baker
cute.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
Right?
What?
Yeah. Like the
So you're
fourth
saying
Doctor.
if that worm
You're
had just-
welcome, nerds.
Hey.
that
I think
worm-
it's the fourth. Please don't murder me.
Uh-oh. Shut up, nerds. You're saying if the worm had just like combed its hair back, you would have been okay with it?
I didn't want him to have any hair.
Maybe like tied the scarf around its head
What
to
if he
like
was
keep
wearing
the
like a
hair
little
down?
stocking hat?
Oh.
Then
That
it's
would've
just
been
that
cute.
fucking glowy sleep worm, right? From the kids'
Oh,
book,
yeah.
right?
Aww.
Well, yeah, but come on. I don't know. I love those puppets. I love that they're gross. Puppets should be gross sometimes.
Oh no.
Line in the sand.
Yeah, I like gross puppets.
All right.
Hmm?
That's
If you
where we
didn't have-
differ.
Agree to disagree.
What?
Agree to disagree.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. You didn't even think like Ludo from Far Away was kind of cute.
No.
The
Ludo's
way he'd like
cute.
shrug
I didn't
and
think
be
Ludo
like
was cute.
the weight of the world was upon him sometimes. I like Ludo. I like
Yeah.
Ludo was sort of like if a dog.
Or like,
Or like-
Eeyore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like Ludo was like if a dog could say like had a very limited vocabulary and was like the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
That's what Ludo was. Like
Yeah,
there was one
sweet.
what was it? There was one specific exchange where like she asked him a question, Ludo just went, "Sure." I'm like, oh, it's so good.
Yep.
Yeah. He was sweet.
He was sweet. Poor guy.
I'd have him join me on a walk around a labyrinth.
Sure.
Seemed nice enough.
Well, my other MVP was whoever played the saxophone for this movie.
Oh,
Sure.
Mm.
They really did it.
He really
it's
just
a
brought
lot
it,
of sax.
brought it hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The costumes. Someone
Mhm.
wanted to talk about the
Oh
costumes.
man, I just want to say, like, I know you shouldn't give credit for being so time period for a movie that was made in its own time period.
Oh, sure.
But wow,
Wow.
those 1986 costumes were just shockingly on point for me. And even her barrette, like I'd forgotten they made barrettes like that.
Sure.
It's
It was
like the
huge.
it was huge. It's like the plastic oval with the second plastic part that you sort of pinned through. It gives a very distinctive look to hair.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you, in like the big flowy shirt with the vest.
vest.
Oh, yeah. She had a
Ugh.
big
Yeah.
loose vest
Big
on
old vest.
with a brooch that I could not get a good view of, and it really made me upset.
Really?
Her hair was covering the whole time. I want to see what
Yeah.
what kind of brooch it was.
yeah, what was the point of having that brooch if her hair was going to cover it the whole
Yeah.
time?
It was her
You got a brooch?
mother's
Show that brooch.
heirloom.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah,
just
I want to
mention
see
that.
that.
She doesn't give it up. She gives up a ring and a
Her
plastic bracelet.
Mhm.
Yeah. That would have made her character a little bit like deeper. I would have felt for her a little bit more. She was like, I'm giving up my dead mother's brooch.
Yeah.
Oh, you also specifically made us pay attention to stepmother's sleeves.
Oh,
Like you called them
they
out.
were epic. I
were-
want to do
they
a
were
screen
amazing,
grab.
yeah.
It was screen grab. They were just like, it was the most 1945 version of a shirt that you could put in 1986.
Sure.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like
Yeah.
the shape was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, I mean, David Bowie's costumes were great, but there's also a lot of upturned collar, just
Yeah, I
peg
think-
leg jeans.
I feel like she sometimes had more collar than Bowie did, which is not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well.
there's a lot of fabric in her shirt.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot to play with there.
That's true. And it never gets dirty.
No.
It's made of incredible fabric.
I think the vest like, protected her.
Yeah.
It's a magic vest.
Oh, and it wasn't paisley. I was really hoping for a paisley vest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it did have a sort of pattern on it.
Yeah.
Vaguely floral.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great outfit.
Great look.
Yeah. And they didn't put her in Keds. They put her in like more timeless shoes, which I think is really interesting.
Maybe.
The jeans were not acid wash.
No.
They weren't.
Sorry.
Just
They
regular.
were light
conventional
denim.
jeans.
Yeah, they were a light denim.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they started her in Keds, and then she was like, I got to walk on these fucking cobblestones for the next 3 weeks. Can I
Yeah.
please wear some kind of boot?
Yeah, maybe. Although I guess maybe that was in fashion. I don't remember what shoes people wore.
I mean, who's looking at shoes, right? Sorry,
Remember
shoes.
jelly
Shoes?
shoes are really popular.
Okay.
Oh,
Jelly wear
yeah.
jelly shoes?
I remember everybody wearing jellies.
Oh man.
Not 86, maybe 86.
No,
but they
probably-
lasted
Yeah.
into the mid 90s.
Yeah.
If they did.
Hmm?
Minnesotans don't know about it.
No,
you guys
we
know about jellies?
it.
Oh, okay.
They're like a plasticky, like they almost look like a lace pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They were like a plastic,
yeah, I
like,
know what those are.
sparkly,
I
different
never
color.
paid attention to shoes because, as someone with freakishly large feet, I could only select a very limited amount, like kinds of shoes. Like
Yeah.
there were not that many shoes that I could wear.
And other people's feet are so far away from
Exactly.
your eyes.
I'm not even looking. I'm looking at the top of their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see down that far.
I'm the Ludo of this podcast for people who have not ever seen pictures of us.
Yeah.
I have a deep basso voice. I'm taller than everyone else, and I can sing to stuff.
Yep.
Yep. Come on, rocks, come to the Goblin City.
What's this scene about? Rocks?
Oh, I hope that was every scene with
With the
Bowie.
like firebirds?
Oh,
Chill with the
God,
firebirds.
I hope they didn't even film it yet. They were just like they had to have him do the song for whatever reason. They had to have him do the songs first, and they're like, yeah, and it was just like, so they're just red puppet men who take off their arms.
Yeah.
All right.
Chill it down with the fire gang, isn't it?
Bow wow.
Oh no.
These are great Bowie impressions.
Yeah, they're all solid. They're all very solid.
I was afraid to do one earlier, so I felt like I had to push myself to do it. I felt ashamed that I said no earlier.
Push through.
Push through,
pushed
just like
through.
Sarah
Labyrinth.
does.
And you all know now why I didn't do it earlier.
I thought it was great. Wow.
Oh, I really liked when we first meet Ludo, the goblins are getting him,
Yep.
but they have like
Oh,
tiny
fetus
fetal
things.
goblins on
What
the
are they
end of
called in the
sticks,
credits?
They're
Fetal.
like little fetal
Nipper sticks.
biters.
Nipper sticks.
And
Yeah.
they like poke him with a stick, but then there's a little goblin on the end that bites.
chomps on
That
them,
was
yeah.
really
that was clever.
Oh, I
Never
thought it was
got me.
gross. That was the
it
gross.
I mean, yeah.
gross. The whole movie is gross. I don't know why you guys
What?
are all hung up on
They
why
have a whole
everything's
fart
gross.
swamp.
Disgusting.
yeah.
The fart swamp was the least gross, most understandable part of the entire thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're operating from a world where there's a fart swamp. Like
There's gonna
things
be
are gonna be gross.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get goblin fetus sticks.
or whatever, like little dinos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're not necessarily fetuses. They're just small, hairless creatures.
It
Ugh.
could be like mole rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they look
Oh,
like
yeah.
mole rats.
They probably like stick the stick down on the ground with some food on it,
Oh.
and then the thing grabs the stick, and then they pull it and like, aha, you're my weapon now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bite stuff on the butt.
Yep. Oh, they bit
Oh
butts.
yeah, they bite of the butt. That
It's a
made me
lot of
laugh.
butt stuff.
And there isn't
Yeah.
that much butt stuff. There could have been more. If this were
Yeah.
made today,
Sorry,
or like,
what?
Yeah, butt jokes.
What?
Talking about butt jokes.
Yeah. If this were made in like 1996 and it was like targeted at children, there would have been way more butt
So
things.
much
Oh,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the swamp would have had like actual butts, like poking
It
up out of the
did
water.
kind of.
Like butts though, not just anuses.
Like buns.
Like buns.
Oh,
Like
it would have
cheeks.
been more bun centric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the 80s though, you could do whatever you want because Gremlins and Indiana Jones had just happened.
Yeah.
You could have an anus swamp and no one would bat an eye.
Yeah.
This is for children? All right.
Sure.
They won't know what that is.
No.
Yeah, I mean the swamp in Never Ending Story is kind of a metaphor too for
Butts?
I don't know, things you go through as you age. It's like a depression swamp.
The thing that like kills the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Right?
spoiler.
What?
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
that sounds like a terrible movie.
You've maybe seen that
I
one.
really don't think I have.
That one's probably darker.
Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
you.
know. Maybe.
Never
I do
ending.
feel
No,
like
thank you.
yeah, there's definitely like
Used
a
to
whole
be big, strong hands.
yeah, there is
Gross.
like a whole sequence where like everyone's just like yeah, they've lost like they have no motivation to live, and
Yeah.
the kid's horse like sinks into the swamp or whatever, and everything's
Wow.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaquette's bet Never Ending Story is darker.
Then Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, there's no look at me up David Bowie songs
Wow.
It's true.
or Chili
Look
Downs.
at me.
Yeah. Less drug songs in that movie.
Yeah, but also maybe written while high.
Oh, what is happening? Really?
I mean, that giant turtle that's creepy and gross.
There's a
Giant turtle.
All right, we're watching Never Ending Story.
Oh,
No,
I thought
that
you were talking
one.
about in this movie.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
no.
like,
No
geez.
turtles.
None. Right? Ooh. Oh, there was one really cool shot where there was like it looked like kind of like an artistic bust of the Goblin King, and then when the
Oh,
camera moved, you saw
yeah.
there was actually an optical
Yeah.
illusion with like
So
three
three
separate
rocks.
pieces. That was,
That
super
was
cool.
one of the things earlier when I was like, oh, there's some cool surprising moments.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that.
That
There's
great.
also like a scene where they just kind of showed the labyrinth from like an upper angle,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the rocks had like it looked like Bowie's face in the rock. It was very brief.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to spot it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Easter
had
egg.
to really, really want to see Bowie.
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it was. I don't know how. I still don't know how to feel about this movie. I don't.
I do.
Well, before we get to how we really feel about this movie, we like to read a review of our podcast, Totes Recall.
5-star review.
5-star review rating.
What?
A review that accompanies a 5-star
right.
rating.
I don't know.
I guess technically.
Oh.
In the impression of a character from this movie, we don't have a review.
But we all have great David Bowie impressions.
Yeah.
Please go read them. So here's the Bowie impression you could have had, maybe.
Okay.
We are reviewing something else
Okay. What are we reviewing?
to stay positive and give the people what they want, which is more David Bowie impressions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I had some mint tea.
Okay.
Second half. Did I? Yes, peppermint tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my review of the peppermint tea I drank in the second half of the recording.
I love it.
As David Bowie singing his song on the spot. He just found out he has to sing about this tea.
Like Jim Henson was like, "Oh, this is the scene where you sing about tea, David."
Do I like the tea?
Yeah. Peppermint tea, boiling water in my cup, isn't it?
Ooh.
So mint is cool, my fiery stomach. I'm David Bowie, look at me.
You sound way more
You
like
did.
Paul McCartney right now.
What?
Well,
Or like Tom Waits and Paul McCartney had a child who then grew up,
to
changed
be
their name,
David Bowie.
changed their name to something else other than McCartney or Bowie because that's hard. Ooh,
Yeah, that'd be
rough.
tough
Yeah.
if you're the
Yeah.
child of Tom Waits and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you'd like your own words
Yeah.
done in the impression of character, please go to iTunes and leave a review or somewhere else. But
Lemon
tell us,
zinger tea. Hot lemon and something red. I don't understand why my tea was red.
I have that same feeling about Lemon Zinger. I don't know why it's red. Yeah, leave us a review. Do it. Hey, if you already... Here's the Totes challenge for people who've already left a review. If you're
Ooh.
sitting there and you're like, they ain't talking to me. I already wrote a review. Log on to your friend's phone. Leave a review with their account. Or peer pressure your friend to leave a review.
Yeah. Invite your friends to a magic dance where all of the guests are people in skeleton pirate costumes.
Yeah.
And just like creep around until they finally leave a review for us.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the third Totes challenge.
Can you imagine being an extra in that scene?
Oh.
Just wear a mask and dance
like
around.
just be like
Yeah.
a skeleton pirate, but also like if you run into Jennifer Connelly, have a real big reaction.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it
Sometimes-
is.
David Bowie standing right behind you staring. Yeah. So, Dan, you gave it 4. Excuse me. You gave it 4. You watched it a lot as a kid and liked it.
Yeah.
And you were hoping it was as good as you remembered as a child.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still think the aesthetic was super cool, which I think is what I was into as a kid. Because, like, you're a kid, you don't give a shit what's actually happening,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I still thought it was cool. I did appreciate Anus Swamp because I didn't really appreciate that for what it truly was as a kid. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I was like, it stinks. That's funny. But also, like, I don't know, the pacing's kind of weird. And, like, it doesn't actually tell us much of a story at all. 3. What was it? Confrontation.
Oh, it's a Bowie confrontation vest.
Oh, yeah.
Because we imagined she would put on the vest
Oh,
to
right.
go get him.
But
she
instead,
already
she's
had
had
the
it all
vest
the
on.
time because she knows never
Always
take
be
off.
prepared.
Yeah.
Always
She's
be
a
vested.
Boy
Yeah.
Scout.
3, I guess. I don't know. Cowardly, Ambrosius. I'm locking myself in a goblin house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Beth, you gave it 3 question mark?
Yeah.
Because you saw it recently but didn't remember it, so it couldn't have been that good or bad.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. So I just thought it was really slow and kind of mostly boring. And I wasn't really attached to any of the characters, and I didn't really want her. Like, I didn't see any growth from her, really.
I mean, she put some stuff in a drawer at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
And like the music was terrible. Sorry,
Yeah.
everyone,
Yeah.
to be a downer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
So I'm gonna give it 2 Bowie confrontation vests.
Great. I gave it a 4, thinking I would love it, but then David Bowie's creepiness would knock it down to a 4.
2 or 3.
To a 4. My
Oh, you were
prediction
gonna
was
start
4.
with a
I
5.
see. You were
Yeah.
saying
Wow, bold.
5, then
Yeah.
pushed down to
The
4.
four,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the prediction. I got it.
He was less of a creep than I thought he would be, but more of a creep than I remembered he was.
Uh-huh.
But I also kind of, I don't know, I thought I would like this more. But it looked cool, and that was about it for me. It's a 3. It's fine.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're joining me in the
Yeah.
locked goblin house with the dog.
Yeah. Yep. Molly, you gave it a 2, worried about creepiness and animal harm.
Yeah.
No animal harm. Maybe a chicken gets kicked, but maybe it was a goblin.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, yeah, we weren't clear on that. That's right.
There was a lot of chaos in that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mostly not that into this movie. There were some moments of real delight that I
Yeah.
really appreciated. But on the whole, like, I feel like I'll go my whole life never watching this again and feeling pretty okay with it. I didn't have any sentimental value at all on which to draw. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you need that. So I'm afraid this has landed for me in 2.5
Wow.
Like, it's pretty much like cool dog. Cool dog.
What?
What?
I thought the dog was cool.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought you meant that was like a saying, like, you know, cool dog.
some cool dog. It's like 2.5 out
Yeah,
of 5.
2.5 out of 5 is definitely cool dog. It's a real cool dog in a movie.
I mean, it's not like, wow.
What?
So the ratings are cool dog or bow wow wow.
Oh, 5 is bow wow wow.
Yeah.
5 is bow wow wow.
The last one I was like, wow.
2.5.
Right? Bow wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool dog.
2.5 is cool dog. And then
What is
3,
what is like a
3 is in the house with the dog. Right?
What's 0? Like no dog?
I guess.
No dog.
Or like
no dogging.
dog in danger?
Oh,
yeah.
that's not even on the chart.
0 is like if David Bowie just like grabbed the dog and like sucked his blood like a vampire or something.
That would, I mean,
It certainly would have
it
changed
would
the
have been
movie.
memorable.
Yeah.
yeah.
It would have been a
I wouldn't have
dynamic.
forgotten that scene.
No.
All right. Well,
Drink the
cool
blood
dog.
of a hound.
This dog's blood will give me powers, isn't it? Look at me, I'm David Bowie, the dog eater.
Oh, that was one of his less popular stage personas back in the 80s. The dog eater. After Ziggy Stardust, he tried the dog eater for a while. It just didn't latch on as well.
Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. New episodes of Totes Recall drop on the 15th of every month. For more information and bonus content, visit us at totesrecall.com. Thank you so much for listening.